Yeah, yo, the word up. Yeah, my man, yo. Yo, talk about yo. The child of the ghetto, nobody explaining. Living the scripture, the picture, they painted. Ripping and running, they gunning the neighbors. Yo, yeah. I guess the niggas told me right exactly. Shack, right is back. I might just crack while I'm writing this rap. Even the tight and snap, I'm lighting sack. I tell you how I feel, that's part of the deal. I'm like, strong with a steel, but harder to kill. It's real. Big beans up to let me know. 15 bet blow, bet me don't. Won't be a second, won't they let me go. Since I paid wise in your ways, allow me to grow. Hey, yo. Swing, get back to the scene. 7480 can't record in between. Whole state, whole states, we can regular town. Walk jams, dog jams, niggas breaking it down. Niggas rock the heat, my clique rock the deals. Didn't know the blocks or where the spots were leaders. But hey, the child of the ghetto, nobody explaining. Living the streets of the rich and they paying. Knew what it wasn't to gain a degree. Ripping and running, they gunning the neighborhood. The child of the ghetto, nobody explaining. Living the streets of the rich and they paying. Niggas scared, they ain't but they claiming the game. Niggas that know what they told me the game would complete. I take it back to the scene of the stunt. Seen it at Robin, you can think what you want. And if you tell me you can get it from here, got boom, put the shit in the air. Get us from here to get us from here. Wait years to get it from here and get it from here. Sit us from where to get us from here. God, niggas in here, get it in here, we are. Take it back to the 80s around. Pouring rounds uptown, 880 a pound. Niggas hit the rooftop and down the roof of the rocks. Other niggas shoot top and homie you from the block. Yeah. Moving tops and moving these rocks. Yeah. We moving the blocks to moving the drops. Yeah. I guess the niggas told me right exactly. When they said stop fighting and stack it. Get the money, nigga. The child of the ghetto, nobody's waiting. Living the streets of the rich and they paying. Knew what it wasn't to gain a degree. Ripping and running, they gunning the neighborhood. The child of the ghetto, nobody explaining. Living the streets of the rich and they paying. Niggas scared, they ain't but they claiming the game. Niggas that know how they told me the game would complete. 1.5, 82, I was new. 8B, I did me. 84, I had grew. 85, got live. 86 in the mix. 87 in the kicks. 88 in the whips. 89, I had the grind. 9 know it was broke. 91, we got guns. 92 was dope. 93 was the key. 94, I was sure. 95 took the dive. 96, I was poor. 97 did 11. 98, I was gay. 99 spit rhymes. 2000 straight. Shit. I thought I'd give house a break. Sit back, count the cake, and lounge at the steak on show. The child of the ghetto, nobody's waiting. Living the streets of the rich and being knew what it wasn't to gain a degree. Ripping and running, they gunning the neighborhood. The child of the ghetto, nobody's explaining. Living the streets of the rich and they paying. Niggas scamming, they ain't but they claiming the game. Niggas that know me, they told me the game would complete. The child of the ghetto, nobody's explaining. Living the streets of the rich and they paying. Niggas scamming, they ain't but they claiming the game. Niggas that know me, they told me the game would complete.
Not that one. What's going on? Perfect time. Appreciate the pull up, brother.
History, you find out Kiss will be the last representative of authenticity. Officially came in the game nice initially. Money and respect over fame and publicity. Sicker than the sycamore tree, burning periphery. No, they say ain't nothing sweeter than the victory. Mob like I'm from the west side of Sicily. A true lyricist, I am the epitome. Typically speaking, or just speaking typically, if rappers are cologne, you niggas couldn't get a whiff of me. I dare one of you jumps beg to differ me. Your foreheads where the back of the 4/5 will be. This ain't an art or craft, it's a gift to me. I run right through them, just send a list to me. Yeah, smoke like hickory, unsolved lyrical homicide. Yeah, stay on your grind. Every day is a struggle. Yeah, in the hood, it's a different kind of love. Cause if you create a spark, you can get yourself a club. Some niggas turn it down, but some niggas turn it up. Yeah, hit the highway and burn it up. Trunk full of white shit, day shift, night shift. And I'm dead wrong, but my kids need the right shit. All that and then some. Get your hands on the work, then give your men some. Generate some income, save some, spend some, lose some, win some. Fuck it, rent some till the fans come. Never associate with the frail dudes. Cause time is money, weight make the scale move. Take a great white shark to make a whale move. Separate all the marks from all the real dudes. Blow something on your wrist to tell the time. But whatever you do, don't ever get up off your grind. Stay on your grind. Every day is a struggle, we all hustle and we grind. Lord, bro, get yours, come on, stay on your grind. Only the strong survive, you know we ride it out. Yo. Probably sold every drug on the menu, cause the thuggin' is in you. The struggle continues, always bring it the same way, no matter the venue. And keep it brief with niggas, cause they'll try to spin you. The love goes by quick, but the hurt's long. Rich niggas smile, broke niggas get they smirk on. And I'll admit I got a lot of shit to work on, but for now I'm in the spot till the work's on. Every day is a struggle, we all hustle and we grind. Little bro, get yours, come on, stay on your grind. Only the strong survive, you know we ride it out. Look here, stay on your grind.
What is up, folks? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is doing all right. All right. I appreciate you guys for pulling up. Excuse me. And remember, when you're in the chat, drop that link so everybody can go to your channel and subscribe. Perfect time. Remember, drop your link. Josh, if you got one, drop that link. Yeti, I don't think you got one, man. When you gonna start your channel, Yeti? If you're still up in the spot, man. Come on, drop that link in the chat. But of course, this is the great debate. The great debate. It cannot wait. I couldn't hesitate. I had to elaborate and congratulate. No, let me stop. Yes, but this is the great debate. Of course, we're talking about what is the best way to add up to the number 4. And the reason why I brought this topic up is because, of course, my teacher who disavowed me from the class, RBR, that's one of his signature statements: 2 + 2 = 4, which he is right. He's absolutely correct, 100%. But that doesn't mean that there are other means and ways to get to 4. And wish to say that 2 + 2 is the right and correct way. Whoever said that, and whoever said it was the wrong way. You know, my thing is just I'm trying to figure out what would be the best way, or maybe it isn't the best way. You know, a lot of people come from different and various backgrounds, so they might get to the sum total of 4 a different way than you do. Now, who's to say who was right? Who's to say it was wrong? I don't know. Probably no one, because different strokes for different folks. So that is kind of what the topic is. And I asked RBR to do a debate, but of course I'm Black, so we're just going to wait him out. What we're going to try and do is RBR's idea to simulcast live at the same time. So maybe we can simulcast a debate at the same time. You get it from my perspective and you get it from RBR's perspective. I think that would be very interesting. So we're going to peep and let's see what RBR has to say. Maybe he's not even paying attention, but we could listen in a little bit, right?
So don't get nervous.
Oh, he's still
See,
on the
whatever
Francis lady.
football team plays for New York, when they're defeated, they're defeated. Whatever
still,
basketball team, when they're
so
defeated.
So we're still talking about that. We'll give him a few minutes. I'm sure he's looking at the chat. Let's send him a little no. Let the debate, I'm going to do like him. Let the debate begin. RBR. It's time to find out which way to get to the total of 4 is best. Let's add 4. Blacks. I hope everybody's doing good today, man. You can never say never. Yeah, I guess you're right about that, Jess. I guess you're right about that, man. Boom, boom, boom. So how's everybody's afternoon going? The 6 folk that's in the chat, please, if you got a channel, drop it in the link so we can all grow. All right. Yeah. We're gonna let's see if we can. Let's see, still on to this.
Tyrosinase is necessary to make melanin. The absence of tyrosinase or having very small quantities makes the skin appear white. Ultraviolet rays of the sun bombarding melanocytes that have tiny bits of tyrosinase can go forward to produce melanin, but they take the chance of getting cancer. They have said they don't mind having cancer as long as they are good looking for it. You had white males who were attempting to drop brown balls in these white objects because the white male knows that the white female's ideal mate is tall, dark, and handsome. We are talking about the symbolism in the white supremacy system and culture. I understand that there's a problem in this part of the country with people in uniforms brutalizing and killing black males. Not long ago, there were some black men who were chased by a lynch mob. And people said, oh, what is happening? Why, race?
I think I might be able to.
What is this? A return of racism?
I think I can. Let's see.
No, this is not a return. Racism, white supremacy never left. When I was a very little girl, I asked my grandmother, because the older people in my family, mother and father and grandmother, were talking about some black man that had been lynched. It was in black paper. And I asked my grandmother when I was as high as the dining room table, why would they do that? And my grandmother said, because some people have to act ugly. But I grew up to understand that this is a problem. That lynching black men was all about the problem of castration. And castration was cutting off the testicles so that there would be white genetic survival. That's why black men had to be lynched. And that's why they are still chased down with guns today. Because look at this. This is the front view of male genitalia. This is the side view. I'm glad I got this bit.
So I just put in RBR check. Come on for the great debate.
If you turn the lateral view
we're gonna make YouTube history. One debate on 2 different channels at the same damn time. I'm telling you, it's gonna make money. What up, Tim? Thank you, Kelly, for getting that bot out there. I appreciate that.
Can cause white genetic annihilation, so they say I must create weapon can do same thing. So it doesn't matter if I see a 13-year-old boy, I'm thinking unconsciously he can genetically annihilate me, boom. And then I call it justifiable homicide. So that instead, of raising the question, why is there police brutality? Start dialoguing about white supremacy and what it is about in depth, so that you can say, I can predict.
What's going on, bud? How you doing?
Remember
to drop y'all's link in the chat if y'all can hear me.
Any opportunity.
Remember to drop y'all's link down in the chat.
With no weapons.
Oh, you can hear me. Okay, I can over.
Because somebody got afraid about white genetic annihilation.
Hey, how you doing today?
At that level, you raise this subconscious activity to the level of consciousness, and the person will say, "Oh, I will reveal my genetic inadequacy if I pull my gun on that black man." You see, but you won't do it by marching around with a picket
I'm still watching this. Nope, nobody yet. It's 8 people in the building. Thank you guys for coming up. Oh, soup bone. Oh, he has 8 and I have 7. I mean, he has 15 and I have 8. I'm sorry, man. What am I gonna cook today? I don't know. It's probably gonna be something with chicken, of course. I don't really eat too crazy. I kind of stick to one thing all the time. Unfortunately, chicken with a variation of something. But maybe some salmon though. I might not be bad. Some salmon hash. Ooh, that don't sound bad. I have to go to the store and get some. What's up, 300? Drop that link in the chat. It don't sound too bad, man. Oh my man, Sir Ismo. Just be on here for a little hot second, sir. Sir Ism is on. Damn. I don't know. I guess he ain't coming. Well, if anybody willing to come, I ain't even dropping. Yeah, fish with rice. That sounds good.
All right. Soup Bone was up here for a minute. I guess he fell off.
Good. Oh, there he goes.
Yes. Break the curse of groupthink. Yeah, that's what you're doing. But white people don't have a problem with it's not groupthink with white people. Really, no. It's groupthink with black people. Really, yeah, you should be on the same page as us.
See
as
how
me.
It go? One
as
way.
10% of black
One way.
Embrace our black race and culture.
That's all he thinks about it.
All right. Yeah. Van Garcia, man, get out of here, man. Bye, Van Garcia. Really, yeah, I don't need this dumb nigga in here. Really, yeah. He looking at talking about he wanted me to cam up so he could talk about how I look and shit. Motherfucker, we got deeper issues than how a motherfucker looks. That dumb motherfucker, get his stupid ass out of here. People who don't want to learn, get them the fuck out of here. Really, yeah, man. That dumb nigga. Where's that dumb nigga at? Really, yeah. I want that bad Garcia out the fuck out of here. Get his ass out of here. Really, yeah. I mean, once it gets to the point where they're killing you, they really think they have a right to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? And so since Max is lying about it, then it's okay for Queen to join in on killing her own race, talking about its group thing. Shut the fuck up. If you can't make an argument, Queen, that's because of you. You're the one who can't make the fucking argument. My argument is sound. If your problem with me is that I'm making a better argument.
I don't think he's coming. If anybody
wants to, you could say get the fuck out of here and posture and say it 2 + 2 = 7 all you fucking want.
Which way is better?
You cannot make an argument. How come? Because
I think everybody can handle that. That's something real simple for the folks, right?
This motherfucker, Van Garcia. Where's that motherfucker at?
Damn.
I want him out of here. Really? Yeah. You got Conscious Moron. He hates me enough. He'll do the damn thing. Really? Yeah. When you go and lie, Conscious, we want to lie. We want to lie. We don't want to have to deal with the truth. Well, no, I don't make money off of others' channels. I make money off the truth. You see what you're saying? You see how you think? Now, how could you help somebody's thinking? They have to be educated. He says, "Oh, you make money off of someone else's channel." No. What do you think? Do you think she put that up, or do you think somebody else put it up?
Let's see if
somebody else put that up. But you see how you think, though? This is my channel. Both of these channels are my channels. I decide what goes on this channel, not anybody else. You're going to go to your channel and you're going to lie and attack me and say I'm not bringing the people that want to kill black people together. I'm not bringing the black people together with the Nazis and the Klan that want to kill them. That is what you're going to argue on your channel. And the dumb niggers that go over there are going to argue the same thing. They're going to talk about me. You cannot make your argument conscious because you're dumb. I'm trying to teach you. You're saying that they want you to be dumb. No, they only want you to be dumb to the extent that they can kill you. They don't want you to be dumb and then make you president of the United States because you'd still be black.
Isn't Barack Obama black?
See you again, Ban Garcia, and I'll get you the fuck up out of here.
Man, he's banning people. Yeah. He's really mad.
I want that dude out of here. All right. You come over, smart folks. I believe in you, smart, dumb niggas who want to kill off your own race. Come on over there. I'll lie to you. See, that's what I'm saying. They're going to go over there and lie to him. Why he can't have me on his panel? Because if he had me on his panel, I would do what I'm doing right now, and that's telling the truth. He's not going to have 304 people over there. How come? He's just lying. Now, he doesn't have to lie, but
he's
so
dogging his audience. He calling them dumb and stupid.
Really, the motherfucker is dumb. There's two people here. You know me. I'm not lying to you. These motherfuckers cannot make their argument. Look at Queen. This is Queen. Soup on. Sad truth is, Wessing did black men a disservice, but black men don't realize that no man should respect a woman telling him some other man is superior to him and that he has something to fear. Why did Queen Maya join the clan?
Because no one's coming up. No one wants to come over.
Wow. Francis Cress Wessling
really, guys?
Believed
really,
white
guys? Really?
That they thought black people
really,
would bring them out of existence. And that they could create a system of white supremacy because white people said they could. Queen Maya joined the Klan because she believes that white people are superior and they can kill you and they won't have to face any consequences. Now, does she see white people going to prison for killing black people? Yes, but there was a long time where they killed black people. Zimmermans of the world did not go to prison. Now, what did that lead to? That leads to motherfuckers saying, oh, wait a minute now. You can't just kill black people and not go to prison. So they started putting some of the motherfuckers in prison. And then idiots like Queen said, well, they did it in the past. Yeah, they did slavery in the past. They did it in the past. But it wasn't people like you, Queen, who joined the Klan that stopped the Klan. It was people like me. It wasn't people like Conscious Moron who want black people to align with the Klan. Him and Max. It wasn't people like you. It wasn't sellouts like you. You have no respect for me because I don't want to help white people kill off the black race because I'm not willing to lie that you're black. I'm not trying to get you thrown under the bus. But if you think these fucking racists think you're stupid black ass white or mixed or biracial.
He does get out of the house, doesn't he?
He's done that, Captain. She's gone to these white racists and said I'm not black.
We talking about
Queen Maya.
Doesn't he go
and
outside?
They see the people? Bitch, don't get the fuck out of here with you ain't black. And she still does it. Because she's scared. Because they're lying to her.
I thought Queen Maya was rocking over here with RBRU.
No, she's over there with Max, lying.
Man, that's just for show. Man, Queen Maya don't rock with Max, man. The people who follow Max are dumb, bro.
No cap.
Yeah, well, I think Queen Maya, you got her. She's one of them, man. I swear to God, she's one of them. She really believes that white people are superior to black people, and if they want to kill her, they can kill her. And if she goes with Max, and Max let her... See, Max wouldn't have a problem with them killing Queen. Why? Because, first of all, she's black. He doesn't give a fuck about black people. Second of all, She donates to him. He ain't gonna help her. He's doing the same thing conscious morons doing. These people want to be lied to, and that's fine. I'm the only one. Max ain't talking about getting that money. Is Max talking about getting that $30 billion and getting content creators paid for their content? She's a content creator. All right, Max ain't said one word about it. He's trying to take me down. How much money do you think this bitch is gonna get if they take me down? She ain't gonna get shit. She'll be working at that fucking hospital for the rest of her fucking life. No damn good well she don't want to work there. But if she would listen to me and keep supporting me, then that stupid bitch will have some fucking money and she can do whatever she wants to do. And see, they can't kill you. If they kill Beyonce, think about it. I don't give a fuck what lie you got about Beyonce. If they killed Beyonce or Aisha Curry, you think they would get away with it, Queen? Think to yourself, Queen. If they killed Oprah, you think they let them get away with it?
Oprah?
But if you're a fucking nobody and the only person that is willing to lie to your stupid ass is Maximum Black, they wouldn't give a fuck about you. You do better to stick with somebody that's going to help you get paid.
No, that's his wife who chopped off
Max
his peanuts.
is not going to defend you. Queen who? No, I don't know any Queen. No, I don't. That's a lie. I never supported Queen. I don't know who she is. I swear to God, he's gonna do that. How come? He does not give a fuck about you. He just wants your money. You know how hard it is to tell your dumbass the truth, Queen? You really believe you're biracial?
Man, that's what I don't understand. Why Queen be
damn
doing
thing
biracial
about her black ass? At least I'm telling you the truth. That dumb nigga ain't gonna tell you the truth.
Oh.
She's supporting the motherfucker who's lying to her. Psychotic as fuck. All right. So it is what's going on. Max's channel is much better. He lets them do. You won't let me talk. No, I'm on light. Max will let your dumb ass lie. Now what's gonna happen? Well, eventually she's gonna realize that the fucking idiots are lying to her, that they won't accept her. And she thinks that they won't. Here's what she thought, Captain. She thought because her skin was light, she could come over here and have her run of the cat like Maurice Delp does. That because his skin is light, he's better than us, and we look up to him. So he could tell us the same lie that the white Nazis are telling us, and we'll believe it because the fucking skin is light. You know what kind of a fucking idiot, conscious moron ass nigga you would have to be for somebody to lie to you, and you think that they're telling the truth just because their skin is light? Are you fucking kidding me? That is exactly what's going on. You don't get any favors because your skin is light. Classes, Ruby's skin is light. How come she's not as dumb as you?
Yeah, have you heard of that golden sphere shit? Have you heard of that golden sphere shit that they got going on right now?
No, what's it called?
The golden sphere with the light skin and mixed people. They started like woman sphere shit. They started their own community.
Oh yeah, well that's stupid. Because white people ain't gonna accept them.
Now
here's my problem with that. They want to kill us, thinking that white people are gonna accept them.
What shit I cooked today? Now you got me thinking about food.
Damn you! How they gonna accept this black ass? They ain't gonna even accept Queen.
Shit I cooked.
Or Dante Wright.
No, I think man, Queen is good over there. They'd accept Queen with open arms.
Nah, the white people would have already told her they're not going to accept her. They don't accept Jewish people. Why the fuck?
Nah, bro, they got some niggas that look like birds. They got some Birdman looking ass niggas.
That dude is crazy. What's going on?
Who's that talking though?
What you say now?
Who's that talking? That's with RBR.
That is no capping. He's an old RBR fan. I talked to him a couple of times. He was trolling me, but we kind of had a little understanding and shit. He used to be down with him when it was Arthur, Max. So he know Max, all of them. So him and Max going at it. Like, I don't think Max remember him or something. So I think that's why he kind of is, a little mad at Max.
Is that the same dude that was on?
Yeah, he was on the show yesterday when you was on there, and he had the Zab picture up.
Okay, but you saw, I know you're there on the show because you saw how he had a fucking meltdown towards me.
Yeah. I was like in transit, but I kind of seen a little bit of it. What, and you were asking him for a debate again? Was this the one where you? No, not yesterday. You
No,
wasn't
I
asking.
was actually addressing
You said, "Can you?"
basically,
I remember you saying something like, "Can you talk rational or something?"
yeah. I was saying that I was like, have a conversation
Yeah,
and
have a
tell him,
conversation. Have a conversation.
and would stop like over talking people and stop making all these straw man arguments. And you're not on your own. He's not on his panel. He doesn't have the mute button,
Right.
so he can't do it. He needs to stop rage quitting.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on. I asked her for a debate just a little bit while ago on which way is the better way to get to the sum. Well, I ain't say it all like this, but to get to the number 4. But I told him we was gonna make YouTube history simulcasting one debate on 2 different channels.
Well, I tried that once on my channel when I was live on my panel. I went on his panel at the same time, and he
Yeah,
just
yeah,
kept
I did
me.
that before too. But I'm saying he didn't know you was on live. Like I think the one time I did it, I didn't tell him I was on live either. But I told him this time, I was like, we're gonna make since you like stealing people's ideas so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
What you got
what's he
going on
talking
today? You
about
at work?
now?
What you say?
But what's he talking about now? Like the same old shit.
Here, let's see. We can actually I was kind of listening to it. I know him and Cap are still talking.
I'm not Asians and the ethnic whites.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That question kind of just threw me off. Could you repeat that?
Yes, I said, how does it make you feel that Queen Might is saying kill No Cap'n and Theron and Max, but don't kill us because we're a different race than them? We're not black, we're mixed.
Are you talking about killing? Shit.
Man, that shit sound that shit. I'm not gonna lie, that shit sounds wild as fuck,
Man,
man.
I don't know,
And
man.
they
Maybe
say,
he's getting
if
some
they're
term.
saying that shit,
I don't know, man.
That's how
if
fucking stupid they are.
if they're saying that shit, man, if they really feel
But
like that, they gotta get
you
fucked
keep
up.
talking about
I
death,
mean,
it's gonna eventually come to you.
I'm like, why you fucking me up? Go fuck them up too. I'll tell whoever they send, I'll be like, make sure you fuck them up too. They like 25% black.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they will. But going around here,
My fault. You still there, Azul?
that ain't gonna help you.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Burn that cross.
My fault. I'm trying to get it a little bit low.
But see, they don't want it. They don't see Jesse Smollett. She said,
shit, what you got going on today? You at work?
No, I took a day off because it was snowing.
Yeah, it done got cold. Truck down here, man. It was just like 62 the other day. Now it was 31. Like, what? I left Ohio for this type of weather, man. Usually when it starts, when it's spring, it's spring.
Spring is like next week.
Yeah, 20 something like that. Something like that. Real quick.
When he had that baby by that white girl.
Yeah, man. Why he so mad? Why he so mad at you? Hold on, let me turn this shit down.
Well, the reason why he's so mad at me is because, like, so how this, like, he's slandering me about being gay and all that shit.
Right.
That's why, and he lied about me saying that I think that I'm better than him because I'm gay and all that shit. And
but, bro, you just had a picture with your girl. How is he justifying you being gay? So can you that's what the next time you should say, like, well, are you gay? Because you got a picture with me.
That's what I told him. Like, he's suspect because he keeps mentioning the gay shit. Like, he's suspect.
Well, I don't understand that, man. Like how we said you was gay, but you got your girl with you. Damn.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. But I don't think I'm better than anybody. I'm not trying to present myself as that. I'm just a guy trying to live life. That's it.
And you initially went to RBR to try and get hey, Verbal, how you doing? Thank you for coming. And Verbal, please drop your channel in the link so everybody in the channel, the 4 of us, can go and subscribe and and start following you too. But you initially went to try and get some advice from the old school head, right? Because you're a young dude in the game.
Yeah, when I first met him, basically all I was trying to do was just get advice, like talk to him, not insult him or attack him or any of that. I was just trying to learn. That's it. But then by the time I first got into his panel, he started saying that I joined a clan and all that stuff, slandering me. And I'm like, and then I told him, well, I hope you're not talking about me, sir, because I didn't do any of that.
I mean, but how long did it take him for him to flip on you, man?
It didn't take that long.
It didn't take that long.
As soon as I told him that I was independent, he flipped on me.
Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. But yeah, I wouldn't take him, fuck it. You got your girl, man. You're doing better than most. So keep riding with her. If you like her, ride with her, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. So what you got any shows coming up? I thought you said you was gonna do something last night.
I'm gonna do a show tonight.
Oh, tonight. Okay, what's that song?
Well, it was about to be, an incident where Woke made a video about me and all that shit.
Oh man, yeah. But I told you what's that, man. You got to add that thesis that I had into it, man. But I'm telling you, that's what that's about, man. He jealous, old girl.
Yeah, and jealousy and hatred over, on this sector and all that.
That's what grow the sector, unfortunately. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Verbal, let me ask you a question. Which way is the best way to add up to the number 4? Is it 2 plus 2, 3 plus 1, 4 plus 0? I mean, and that's kind of what I know it sounds like that's what the debate was going to be about, but it wasn't initially. It was just that tunnel vision mentality that it seems like so many people, not just on YouTube, but in the world have of like their view is the only view and it has to be right. I mean, it used to be about, I don't know, just seeing things differently than other people, and not saying one is wrong and one is right. You know what I mean? It's a lot of ways to cook eggs, but that doesn't mean it's a right way to cook an egg.
But are you going to be at 9?
You said what now?
Are you going to be here at 9?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I might, it's my birthday was a few days ago, so I'll probably go out for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but
if you see Trell, let him know, because
you said what now?
If you see Trell, let him know, because
man, you know what? I ain't seen Trell since he the other day. He been back on. I know he said he's kind of frustrated. That's what I'm saying. He came on that one day and was like, you know what, fuck this shit. And he had that little spat with RBR, and he was just like, fuck this shit. It's too kind of toxic for him. So I don't know if he been. Did you? When the last time you talked to
him? 2 days ago.
2 days ago. But is he on PlayStation?
Yeah, he's on PlayStation.
Okay, see, yeah. I would get to him with PlayStation, man, more than anything.
All right.
Yeah, but we can go back to this crazy dude. Let's see what he's talking about.
Psychopathia says, I don't consider him black. Well, that's you. You're not going to kill him. You wouldn't have killed Dante Wright. But that woman knew damn good well that motherfucker was black. So she killed him. And she'd do the same thing to you. She doesn't care that you're attacking me. She doesn't care that you're over there lying with Max. They're not killing you for that. They're killing you because you're black. Now stop it. All right. Last Batch lets people lie on his show. He doesn't kick people off when they get people killed because he doesn't give a fuck about them. Okay.
Little shit.
Give a fuck about his own race, then what does that say about Max? What does it say about Max? Max is no different than you. Shit. You don't believe that lying is a way to win arguments and win over society because of black.
Wait, what did he say before that?
You think that's the way to win because that's what the fucking Nazis are doing.
Like before he said all that, like he said something. Max says a what?
Cap, holler at me, Cap. Why'd you? She doesn't care doing. All right, that's what's wrong. Cap, how stupid, Queen. They can look at your stupid ass and tell you're black. Psychopathia says, I don't consider him black. Well, that's you. You're not going to kill him. You wouldn't have killed Dante Wright. But that woman knew damn good well that motherfucker was black. So she killed him. And she'd do the same thing to you. She doesn't care that you're attacking me. She doesn't care that you're over there lying with Max. They're not killing you for that. They're killing you because you're black. Now stop it. All right. Last Max lets people lie on his show. He doesn't kick people off when they get people killed because he doesn't give a fuck about them. Okay. If Max doesn't give a fuck about his own race, then what does that say about Max? What does it say about Max?
His conclusions are
Max
hilarious.
is no different than you. Shit. You don't believe that lying
was you talking about that part?
is a way to win arguments and win society because of black people.
Yeah, because I rewinded it back to that part. It was like
think that's the way to win because that's what the fucking
that shit is all babble. You can't really listen to it. You got to kind of.
That's what's going
look
on.
for the keywords.
Cap, holler at me. Now, what if they all died, Captain?
All right, let's presume to the.
99%.
Right, let's fast forward to the.
This live right now. This live.
Hate their race and culture and think white people are superior. Died. We lose the bottom 1% of black people. That's not bad. Really, no.
Damn, now you want to kill people
by lying. You got to be last. You're not going to win by lying. You got to play to win. No, you got to tell the truth to win. You got to make a better argument to win. You got to score some points to win. You can't just lose and say you won.
I wonder if he realized people wear headphones.
Why doesn't he understand it, Darren? Because white people don't understand it. Why don't white people understand it? Because white people are the dumbest race of people on earth.
And that's exactly why he's not monetized.
I never said what I just said.
Hold on, I better stop playing them before I don't get monetized.
To make a better argument.
But we reviewing somebody. This is not my channel. I mean, this is not my opinion. This is RBR's opinion. This is RBR's opinion.
You can't just lose.
We are reviewing his opinion.
You won. Has Max ever said that? No. Whatever lie you want to tell, as long as you give me $50, shit. What the fuck? 2 + 2 is 7, and the sky is red. That's what he's saying. Never give up. Never give up. 2 + 2 = 7 is gonna win. No, Michael Jordan. White Mike, don't use Michael Jordan, you stupid bitch. Michael Jordan said, "Okay, white people are superior. Now check the ball in." I told you, whites are superior. Yeah, I said check the fucking ball in. I'll check the ball. I get the ball first. Since white people are superior. And then he dunked all over them, and he realized they weren't superior. Same deal with LeBron James. Same thing with me. You haven't beat anybody in a debate. Steph Curry, his father's black. He's black.
Wow.
Run around here lying about he's biracial. And you know it. You are. Stop lying. He uses his blackness. You're lying that you even have blackness. You ain't Michael Jordan. What the fuck is wrong with you?
About having blackness.
Scottie Pippen. LeBron helps the community, unlike RBR, who helps the community get the $30 billion and get paid.
He ain't getting shit. That's just made up money. Like, show us how you got the money.
In basketball, he doesn't have time to do it. I have more time than him. Does LeBron put up 50 hours a week on Black YouTube? Huh? Does he? No, then how could you say that?
Besides, people have never even heard of this.
Like they
So
attacked
I'm
me.
not
I
understanding why
understand
he's trying to sound like he's
that. I do
famous.
more from the community
Well,
than he ever has done. You're just lying because you think that's the way to win. LeBron James ain't out here lying about he biracial and all kind of stupid ass shit. He wouldn't. He doesn't know they're not paying us. I do. Fuck. I've been gone forever. But he's black. And see, one of the things that I don't like.
Hey, Conscious, watch this. I'm gonna put a comment in his chat.
Plays golf, right? This is something called code switching. When he's on the golf course, which is why they hate him. Why? He's black as fuck.
He black.
But when he leaves the golf course, he got the white girl.
So
back on the golf course, no white girl.
Okay, let's see. We might be able to
off
see
the
it.
golf course, white girl.
They keep snorting.
Well, because if he was white, or
Yeah,
if
'cause
he was
he's
Asian, or if he was cannibal Asian, he'd be playing ping pong. He wouldn't be playing golf. He's playing golf because he's black. She says bullshit. Well, name somebody with a white mother like Jesse Smollett that's in the NBA. There aren't any. Name somebody like Jesse Smollett with a white mother that's a professional golfer, got 14 major titles. None. NBA championship rings. None. Been president of the United States. None. Not one. How come? Because them motherfuckers ain't black. The black people did that. Well, one of the things I like about Obama was black all the time. He wasn't doing like Tiger, where he's black on the court and shit, but then when he leaves the court, he's Chinese and black. No, he's not Chinese and black. He's black. Why? Because his father's black. And you can lie about it because you're a racist. And I understand that. But lying about the shit don't mean shit. Look at Knox Rojo and his stupid ass. He really thinks I'm lying. But he can't tell me one thing I lied about. Why? Because he's a liar. He's following behind the racist. The racist is saying I'm lying about 2 + 2 being 4. And this dumb nigga is all over it. Here comes the gay motherfucker. Absorb Saint. All, no action. He's pathetic. Every fucking thing I said came true. Everything.
So ask him when did he get the money for
action?
YouTube.
All these motherfuckers, 6 million. 6 million motherfuckers died of COVID.
That's worldwide, though. That's not even in
got
America.
COVID and lucked out.
It's like a million. It's close to
Don't know
2
what the
million, I
effects
think,
are.
who died in America.
If baby didn't get
But
it,
it ain't 6 million
how
in
come?
America.
We knew that these racists, I knew, and I told baby, these racists wanted to kill us. I knew that. These dumb niggas joined the Klan. Trump 2020. Trump 2024. Trump 3024 when he gets out on parole and shit. Morgan Freeman said black history is American history. Kill all the black people. Okay, great, Morgan Freeman. When he asks,
Damn,
what
you
race
banging
is
on Morgan Freeman?
what part has he
I
got?
thought everybody liked
Because he
Morgan
was
Freeman.
biracial. What part has he gotten? Because he was cannibal Asian. What part did he get? That
Cap,
he
if you in the
get
clouds, man, come up.
because he's black.
I need to holler at you.
But it doesn't count. How come? Well, because he said that black history is Nazi history and shit. The fuck? Because he can lie. He can lie, but he doesn't have to lie. So how long will it take for you to get this fictitious? There is no such thing as fictitious money. It's just an insult that you're making because you're scared. You're scared.
Oh my God.
And why it's a problem. Why? Because I swear to God when I say this, I know it for a fact. They hated Tiger Woods. They wanted him out of golf. They hate LeBron James. They said shut up and dribble. They hated Dr. King. They killed him. They hate Obama because he's black. They hate me. Why? Because I'm black and I'm smarter than all these dumb motherfuckers and I oppose racism and I'm not gay. Now, what's going to happen?
Yeah, nothing said.
When?
Oh, he left.
Not
That's
if.
what left.
When?
So it's just me now.
I get that
Does
money.
anybody want to come
You
up
guys
and
get
debate
that
the
money.
2 + 2 argument?
They're going to hate
No one.
Why?
No
They
one
never
wants
thought
to
it would
debate.
happen. Why didn't they think it would happen? Because on every step of the way, they said I was lying.
I
That
accidentally
there was
dropped
no
out.
money.
Oh, you
Why?
good,
Because
man.
the
You good.
Nazis
You
who
good.
owed us the money were lying to them. Why? They don't want to pay us. Why? Because we're black. What I'm saying is true. They won't accept it. So when I get the money, they're going to be mad. How come? Because I read along. Trump's not going to win the election. Why? Because we're telling black people don't vote for Bernie Sanders. They're lying to you. Bernie's lying to you. He knows he can't get any electoral college votes. You know that any vote you vote for him is a vote that's taken away from Hillary. He knows that.
Look, Tim, I got you talking about the RBO on my channel.
And he's a communist. He's going to say he's a democratic socialist. There's no such thing as a fucking democratic socialist.
Yeah,
you ever
man,
heard
that's
the
what
phrase
I don't
democratic
understand. You
socialist?
been in Hollywood, you should have been had a connect
Oh,
with
yeah,
the lawyer. You
democratic.
know they in the
Obama
game.
and shit.
They in the game.
There's no such thing. He made it up. He's lying. No different than Max is lying. No different than Conscious Moron is lying. They think they win by lying. It's a lie. You can't win by lying. Zeus gay as fuck. His boyfriend comes out of the closet. Okay, so your boyfriend gay, but you're not gay. And he really thinks that's fine. Why? Because they think being gay is something so horrible that certainly his boyfriend might be gay, but he's not gay. I'm not gay. Sure you're not. The fuck? How the fuck is your boyfriend gay and you're not gay? That doesn't make sense. Stupid ass motherfuckers. No, he's not gay. Just his boyfriend's gay. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. We believe that. No. I used to date the Harvard lawyer, but she wasn't an entertainment lawyer. Now, why didn't you date a
See what I'm saying? And lawyers are just lawyers. They're no specialty lawyers. They just know the law.
How the fuck would I have known?
You did what I'm saying.
This $30 billion.
I understand that.
But I don't look at it that way. Do you really believe? And he does. Don't fool yourself. This probably is dumb.
I'm dumb.
Do you really believe?
But I know lawyers are lawyers.
That there are no lawyers out there that understand copyright and intellectual property right law. Do you really believe it? Of course you do. But what's really going on, Theron? Well, when you get your law degree, you're just like Carol Carroll, the lead attorney. Really? Yeah. You have to be practical. Like what you guys are doing right now. Every single one of you motherfuckers have another job. Every single one of you. And you're proud of your job. You hate your job. This dumb nigga goes to the casino. That's his job, to lose money. He's an electrician. He can't stand it. He can't stand it. So he comes over here and attacks me. Same with Conscious Moron. He works at some place that he can't stand working for.
I don't really like
so
it,
he
but
comes
you know,
out,
I
he
realize
attacks
I
me.
gotta do it.
Same with the stupid bitch
It
wants
could
to
be
be
white.
white Queen Mike. She can't stand her fucking job. She would love to make money killing off the black race, pleasing these Nazis. Which is stupid, by the way. But lawyers are the same way. They do something called billable hours. So what does that mean? They work for a white firm that hates them because they're black. And their job, their dream job, is like Roland Martin, to get a job at Fox. Why? You get paid $2 million a year. All you have to do is let them beat you up and act like you're stupid. And you get $2 million a year for making your race look stupid.
Those rocks, I like that one.
Get?
Most people, but you get a little bit. You gotta respect that a little bit if he throw in his hands and you
not
can
by
see
Google, but by the federal
I think he
courts.
throws the rocks in there and runs and hides.
You get $5 million a year full time
Unfortunately,
on
you
YouTube.
won't stay there.
$5
Okay, you threw the rock. I'm about to throw one right back at you. Don't run now. He run.
Guaranteed. How come? Because you get paid every time they put a fucking ad on your content.
I had to drop my phone. I'm sorry.
And they could put 22 ads in that space.
Good, man. You are absolutely
within an
good,
hour.
man. Positive.
10 hours is 122 ads at 100,000.
You know what the funny thing is? I'm starting to realize he thinking our channels are like.
I know you don't believe me. I don't give a fuck.
Are like watching TV. Like, cause how you be saying that about the homepage? Cause your homepage is basically like your TV at home, right? And you just look that shit up and see what you want to watch. So of course it's an ad there. Why would you get paid for that?
But hey, you know what's funny though? He thinks he's on the radio, but he's on fucking YouTube. Like he's not even on the radio.
Yeah, or it's like people. But that's another thing. Why not use that angle? Like if you're really good at what you can do, you could have people like sponsor you, or just say, "Yo, I'm gonna pay you this amount of money," and you mention my shit how many times. You know what I mean? Like why not do it that way? That's what I'm saying. It's always one more way. I mean, more than one way to skin a cat. If you ain't getting YouTube money, why not start selling some products on here? I'm thinking about doing it myself. Shit, might as well, right? But go ahead. What was you saying, Nizar?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You know, like he really like this. He's not on the radio, and like he's on YouTube and all this shit. And I don't know where he gets his $30 billion things from. And then I'd be asking like, okay, show us the money. How did you come up with that conclusion?
I don't think he can, man. Apparently he can't. He's been doing it for 3 years, man. Like at some point, you ain't getting no younger. You got more days behind you than ahead of you. You got to do it at some point.
So you mean to tell me that you made $30 billion? Like, no, this dude made $2 million with only like 2,400 subs.
I mean, if that's really the case, think how much Kevin Samuels should be getting. Like that's what I'm saying. You can't apply that just to yourself. If that's the case, then how much is Kevin Samuels owed? Or even or this dude named Max Rashad, I think his name Max Rashad. But I mean, it's other content creators who doing far more than that. I can't remember the one dude who make the most off of YouTube. Now he actually made
and all he's doing is just trying to pump himself up to make himself look good when he knows that his channel is shitty. Like the stuff that he talks about, I mean, he thinks that it's truth, but it's not really truth. Like,
you know what's the crazy part about that, Azur? Like he can go to other people's channel and be civil on there. I don't understand why he can't apply that to his own channel and like literally grow. If you do that and then come to your channel and do that, why wouldn't you have more people following you?
I mean, there's no need to go on somebody else's panel like some whiny ass little punk bitch with his bald headed ass.
Yeah, that's true, Miss FedEx. Damn, Miss FedEx coming with the facts today.
But like, you know, like the least you could do is just chill with the hate speech and all that stuff, and stop being weird and stop saying crazy shit. And
but I think that's what get him the viewers. That's what get him the viewers. Because even if it's like us who kind of trying to not defend, but you know what I'm saying, take the other side of the argument, or it's people who agree with him, it's gonna bring attention. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Like, because attention is attention, no matter what. Even if it's negative, you're gonna get more of it.
Yeah, but you know, his show is entertainment. It's not really
informative. But I mean, don't you think all shows on YouTube are not all shows, but especially when you're having like panels and stuff like that, it ain't like they are really solution orientated. People are just having conversations and things like that. Like it's different than having a how-to channel where you know actually doing something.
Yeah, I would say personally, I would say both, like entertainment and informative.
Yeah. But it's the internet. It's everything and nothing at the same time. Seems like.
Yeah, I mean, people watch shit for their own leisure.
But you know what's so crazy is I grew up like right when the internet was really starting to jump off, and you would never. It would be like nerds on the internet. It wouldn't be like now. It's just like everybody from gangsters to thugs to scammers to hustlers to motivational people. So it seems like the negative has drawn out. I mean, has uh uh. I don't want to say this, not drawn out, but silence the good things that used to be on the internet. I mean, not saying that it's not still good things, but it
Yeah,
seems so hard to find on the internet compared to the drama and all the other shit. Like when you used to be on the internet, you just find like useful kind of information when it initially started, but now it's just like everything.
yeah.
It's crazy. And I mean, like in your generation, y'all ain't grow up on nothing but the internet. Like, so I'm like, I think a lot of people don't realize that. Like, we almost getting assimilated into this technology, but we ain't really using it to our advantage. I mean, we are, but I mean, it's good and bad. You gotta take the good with the bad. Oh, he's over here. He's about to come to my page and talk about me.
Oh shit.
That's what he said, but who knows? He might go on another tangent.
Of course he's doing that.
Yeah,
He's got nothing better to do than just talk shit and just,
so yeah, he's just
lie on you and you.
Let's turn it on. Oh.
Yeah, we're not using technology to kill off our own race. We're not using it to like that. Shut up, smart. Shut the fuck up. Really, yeah, just lying to people as a way to make money. What is it, Darren? I don't know. They think that this is entertainment. Killing off your fucking race. Stopping the motherfuckers who do this for a living from making $110 billion. They think it's entertainment. The fuck is wrong with them, Darren?
I got a question.
It's Google's fault for bringing all these dumb motherfuckers over here.
Go ahead, Izzo.
Does he have like some kind of personality disorder or what? I don't know.
He might be. I think he a narcissist for one, but that's not a personality disorder. But I think he a little paranoid. Seems like he's paranoid because he
that's what I'm saying.
Same thing over and over and over and over and over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and with the whole, people want to kill him and all that shit. Yeah, that's like signs of paranoia.
Yeah.
Play that shit.
But it's white people. Let's have a conversation. All right? Don't joke. See, that's the thing about it. You don't want to have the conversation. All right? You just want to attack my channel. God damn it. See, I can't talk to you. Fuck you. I can't talk to you. Now, that doesn't mean you win because you won't talk to me. It just means that you lose. Why? They are lying to you. I'm not lying to you. It's not entertaining for them to kill you, for them to destroy your life, for them to owe you $30 billion and think they don't have to pay you because one, you're stupid, and two, you're black. There's nothing entertaining about that. Yes, they don't like you because of your race. I get it. Do they have a right not to pay you because they don't like you because of your race?
Why always have to be FedEx?
She done did everything she can to please these fucking Nazis. They're not paying her son. They're ripping him off. He's getting a few dollars, but she's doing like Kevin Samuels and lying. You know how much the video game industry is? It's worth billions.
Is it doubling up?
And they got shit
Is
to
it
do
doubling
with
up there out there, guys?
But they do not pay her black ass son. They use him to stop black people from getting paid. That is what they're doing. This is entertainment. There's not a goddamn thing entertainment about getting ripped off and lied to by a bunch of fucking racists. Nothing. They believe you, Google, that 12 people are watching me. That 12 people are watching this dumb nigga. Now, I believe that 12 people are probably watching Conscious Moron. Why? Because Conscious Moron is a fucking idiot. He's a fucking fool. But there are 365 people watching me.
And does he think of what people will hear when he what? Of course he is. He thinks they want to be like.
Let me say this, conscious. Let me say this.
To lie to him because they don't want you
Go
to
ahead.
know that first of all that they owe you $30 billion. But second of all, yes, 90% of their money.
Hold on,
I
let me
said
turn.
this
You want to turn it down?
yesterday. I mean, the day before on Mr. Real Estate's channel. 90% of their money does come from white people.
Go ahead, Izzle.
If there are like more than 300 people watching this in this chat room, then the live chat would be going by faster.
I mean, but what he just said can't be right, because if only 12 people are watching me and 300, wouldn't it say 300 on his? Because you know what I'm saying? Mine says 12, his says 18. Why would his be special or different? He's not monetized, he's demonetized.
Right, but when he's looking at that number, that high number, those are playbacks, like the number of times people clicked on a stream.
Right.
That's what it means. So those aren't how many, people are watching. That's how many times, a person has clicked on your stream. So yeah. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. What's going on, though, Cap?
Can you hear me? What's popping?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's good with you, man?
Bonjour.
No, I saw the message in the chat. I had to step outside for a second.
No problem, man. You been doing all right, man?
Yeah, what's going on over here? How's everything on your end?
Man, I cannot complain, man. I can't complain. What's going on with you and your boys, man? You from that sector, man. You know all of them. What's going on with it, man? Why y'all are beefing so tough? You beefing with Max beefing with RBR. What's going on?
I'll let you take care of this one, Colin. I'm gonna go play some COD, all right?
All right, man. Be safe.
All right, peace, man. I'm doing a show tonight, all right?
All right. Drop that link in the chat, man, for everybody.
All right.
All right. And Cap, drop your link in the chat too, man. So people can go and follow. You know, I want people to grow over here, man.
Cool. Well, it's a show, but Max is joined. Got in. I got a stance on here.
You going in and out. Hold on. You Borgin. Start over. Cap, start over. You Borgin. I couldn't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You was Borgin for a sec.
I was trying to go. I opened up a tab. I think I'm about to go do this shit through the phone. But like, man, it's it's just a part of this shit. I guess this is just how this shit goes, man. Like with interaction with all these different people, some bullshit is bound to come with it. Since we're interacting with all these people, they're giving their opinions and input and shit. And that's how a lot of this shit starts. Go ahead.
I dig what you're saying, but it seemed like it's more bullshit than, you know what I'm saying, anything. I mean, I guess that's what sells, but Jesus Christ, man, you got knee deep in this shit all the time. Like, that's what, but I don't understand how y'all, you know what I'm saying? If y'all was clicked up, how the clicks even beefing now? Like,
no, I do like Max. Me, like I was never cool with Maximum, but me and I'm sort of cool with RBR. It's not really. He's an associate. It's not really no friendships on YouTube, bro. Right. You could be the tightest group of people. It's not really no friendship between people on this joint.
I guess you're right. I guess you're right about that, Cap. Every man for himself. But that shit is weak as fuck.
It's gotta be like that, especially if you're trying to network on here.
But that's the whole point of networking is to build. That's the whole point of networking, though, Cap, is to have alliances with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it seems like I'm gonna just network with you until it's almost like a virus in a sense. Like you just gonna use somebody until they're not needed. Then you gonna start shitting on them. Or It's I'm gonna
Right.
be friends with you. I'm gonna learn all your fucking dirt, and then I'm gonna use it against you and shit.
Yeah, kind of sort of, but like on have you ever seen some of these people on here like it's a couple of YouTubers who I've seen take people under their wing like Max did with the RBR, like RBR. You see, I get them confused because Max's channel is RBR's joint, bro. I mean RBR show, RBR show Max the ropes. Like I seen a bunch of YouTubers take like a certain person under their wing and show them how to do this YouTube shit. I don't know if you're aware of beat like Blog Talk Radio, but I've seen you a YouTuber take another dude under his wing and show them how to do like we were using Google Hangouts before. Like show them how to do Google Hangouts and then incorporate the Blog Talk Radio and basically get a popping show. That's what Max is trying to do, but he's copying RBR shit. So like,
But
and
isn't
then he
RBR
incorporates
copying
things that
some
he
of his shit? Like, cause RBR switched up the stream, y'all.
Man, RBR's been, man, I don't know if you've seen any of RBR's old shit, but like RBR's been doing this same style shit for years. Like he took away the phone line. He used to he used to have a
Of calling and
phone
stuff.
line, but like
Yeah, I seen a few old
yeah,
episodes.
yeah, he had to like something was going like some dude was fucking with his Google Hangout, so he had to go back to the phones and like he did that shit for like a good amount of time in 2018, and then they started talking about they were taking Google Hangouts and shit away, and that fucked everything up. You know, Google Hangouts used to be easier, but this shit, I guess this shit it brought more good than bad, but it still fucked a lot of shit up. You know,
So,
it
so
took
you
years to
saying
get
it's the
used to Google
opposite? You
Hangout.
saying it's more good than bad, huh?
Yeah, like this, like with StreamYard, you get like having people backstage, you choosing who comes up, like that's cool. Like on Google Hangouts, anybody could just click the link and just pop up in the thing. You'd have to remove them if you didn't want them there. But people
Oh,
figured
okay.
out a way to kick people off, like kick everybody off the panel and shit. It was weird. That like Google Hangouts was bad,
So you just
but then
after
people started changing up their shit. Whatever.
I said you just gonna take them both down there, huh? But Max first and then maybe RBR.
Nah, man, RBR's been cool, but man, it's not right, man. I noticed, like, man, Max has fans behind him, and a lot of his fans are slow. So, like I go at Max. I don't know if you heard Rozzy trying to run interference, but like some of his fans are running interference. They're like, it's like a gang, man. Like,
You
and
don't think some of
gang
RBR's
shit
fans are slow?
crazy.
You don't think some of
I'm talking about
RBR's
Max
fans?
people. You said I don't think some of RBR's chat room is a gang or something. What'd you say?
No, I said you don't think that some of RBR's fans are crazy too, just as crazy as Max fan. I would think
Man,
that
that's
they
what,
have
man. I'm
like a
talking
lot of
about
the
people that
same.
are
I would think
probably
that like all three of us, even you more so, would have because I mean, Zab was saying this one part like it's kind of like a family. Like once you get with RBR, you kind of go like it's a clique and people kind of just stay around each other. You know what I'm saying? Even if they go to Max's channel or RBR's channel or my channel or your channel, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of all the same people, but I don't know. It's weird. Shit is weird.
yeah, right. Like it's kind of like we're all wrapped in like a sector,
Yeah,
especially if we make videos like about one another. It's like we're wrapped up in a sector, and like man, having a sector is pretty cool. But like
but but
there's
it
got to be
isn't
more
cool if the
people over
sector
here.
ain't popping. If the sector ain't going nowhere, that ain't a good sector to be in.
But now,
Shit.
like we sort of know some of the people, in this sector. But we like a lot of these people need to click the link. You got some people, some people that are scared. They go click the link and come up on the panel and earn their bones. They scared, right? They just need to start speaking more. It's people over here, man. It's a lot of people over there. They just it's like RBR said. They just don't want to say nothing.
But why don't
And
so why don't they
I'm
sub
not
to
talking
your
about that
channel?
crazy shit that he says. Like, what happened?
I'm saying, why don't people sub to your channel? Because that shit is, you know what I'm saying? It's free to do that. People could sub and like. That's why I be trying to get folks, to drop their channel and the link and shit because it's so easy to do that. Like in other sectors, I see motherfuckers getting on like within weeks. They get 1,000 people within weeks because even if they don't like what the people saying, they just sub. You know what I'm saying? Just to see what these motherfuckers
Mhm.
talking about. But I think
Right.
in our sector, we don't. You got to prove yourself for a year and 2 and 3 years when you could just where motherfuckers could just sub to you and get right on, and then you could, I don't know. It's that's what I'm saying. Like the black sector of YouTube is good, but then sometimes I'll be like,
Right, like
but go ahead.
when you go to like different people's like channels in this like it's more people in this area like than you think. Like each content creator, like one thing I noticed, each content creator has their own little like group under them, especially if they have like 1,000 or more subscribers. So like when we interact with them, like if we can get some of their audience to like start interacting over here, this sector could build up like that, you know. Like I talk like, man, I know ways to get like to get some of these people over here, but like they're people from the roast sector, so it'll be like 1,000 silly motherfuckers, you know. They'll be
Shit,
like
bring
and
them over.
like it's they're like I saw one of them in RBR's joint yesterday. I think she's gonna bring like all those people over here because like she would like she got some shit popping in the other sector. She's over here, and you know like it's bound to happen. You know, like it was. I don't know if you know. Well, it man. Rest in peace, Darian Marion. But I don't know if you know Darian Marion. He was from that other sector, the Rose sector, and like man, it's a couple of people from that area that know about over here. So I think it's only a matter of time before they start showing up because I think RBR might end up getting cooked by somebody over there because he says like a lot of silly shit. And it'd be funny if he popped up over in the roast sector, like on a
But
ZX or like some other channel. That'd be crazy.
so, I mean, is the roast sector different from the beef sector, or is that all the same?
Not like it's sort of it might be the same because it's people who have met up and fight who have met up and fought. My bad. Like just go type in hold up. Nut Ward versus Clifton Rainey or CJ Rainey. Like they're from that roast sector. There's people who've met up and fought from that area. Tommy Sotomayor used to be over there, bro.
Oh, for real? Yeah, I'm still a YouTube rookie. It seems like all this shit is crazy to me. I didn't think it would be this cutthroat and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
it
like
seems
and that whole like that whole area started because people were like making videos about Tommy Sotomayor and like somehow all those people making videos about Tommy Sotomayor like in his early years of YouTube, like all those people making those videos like found each other and that's how that area got together. Like I think a bunch of people might make videos about RBR and that's how maybe we'll find each other or something. Or like build it, like find this area. You get me?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But I mean, it's hard to believe what RBR is saying just because the facts dispute damn near everything.
Elaborate on that for a minute. Like everything he says, or some things. Like some things you
Okay,
can
let's
nitpick
say the
that
majority of things, 75% of the things he says, it's false, man. It's just plain out false. Like me and him had that debate about how many white Democrats voted for Barack Obama. And even when I showed him, he was still like, no, no. I mean, I literally showed him it said white Democrats, 66%. And you're talking about only 24% of white Democrats. I mean, white people voted at all. And like Barack Obama had the second highest turnout before Trump and Biden. So how could that be? Like you gonna need the Democrats. And then he think that black people and white people had the same number of people in the country. And the Margaret Sanger shit, like she helped black people in Africa. No, she didn't. Like if you give me a subject, especially RBR say I can dispute it. Give me one and I dispute it right now.
the 3 billion.
What do you mean that black people are owed to 30 billion?
Yeah, on YouTube, the content creators.
But how would they be owed 30 billion when everybody getting paid? I mean, well, not everybody, but everybody got the chance to be monetized. Like, I mean, I agree. Like we
Yeah, I know,
do.
but
I'm saying I agree that people do need to be getting paid, but how the rules set up now, you got to meet certain requirements, and most of the people don't meet those requirements yet.
I know, like, but like they still put ads on. They'll still put ads on your joint, even if you're not monetized.
But
You know,
bro,
like
this is
even if you say like foul shit, they'll still wrap ads around it. You know,
but they don't do it during your broadcast more than likely. They do it either before or after if you're not monetized, right? They don't do it in the middle of your broadcast, right?
I think so. I think they do it like before,
Yeah. So that's what
or
I'm
maybe
saying.
after.
And this
I have that YouTube Premium shit, so I don't see no ads.
Oh, okay. But this one they don't usually do it in the middle unless you monetize shit like that. But I'm saying it's still their platform. They letting you broadcast for free. You dig?
Right.
So at some point you gotta be well shit. Like say somebody said let you in their house. I mean, let you live with them. You just gonna expect that it's your house? No, you gonna follow certain rules, right?
Right.
Especially if they letting you live in it for free. You don't want to be messed up out here in the gang. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I gotta abide by your rules. You say come in, I can't smoke, no party, shit like that. You're gonna abide by those rules because you live in there for free. And that's kind of what all of us do. Like we all had an opportunity to get on, and then once we get on, maybe we should have a little bit more say with that. I agree with that. But until you get on, you ain't really doing nothing. And think about it. How did he
Right.
even lose get money? Because he was getting money. He ain't like me. He was monetized, and he still didn't play by the rule. You can't just do what you
Man,
want to do.
I remember when he got monetized. That shit, I think that shit lasted for like 2 weeks. And bro, he was man. I never. I should have cooked that. Man, I should have. That's a part of this sector history that I forgot to say. This dude was monetized for like 2 weeks, and he was like on top of the goddamn mountain. He was fucking with O'Shea and shit. And he was like, somebody sent him an email, and he's like, "You're jealous of me because I'm coming up."
Oh man,
And 2 weeks later, bro,
I wonder if them videos
the
still on
monetization
here.
got snatched. Huh?
I said I wonder if those videos are still on here. I would like to see that
Those
too.
those videos are still up, but you got to go digging.
What?
Like 2018,
2018.
it was like 2018. I think going into 2019, he started fucking with O'Shea, the Manosphere, and I think he had gotten his monetization snapped away, but he started getting a lot of subscribers, bro.
Let me, let me
Man, that
let
dude
me
was
ask you a
high,
question. Can
bro.
you remember anything he was talking about at the time? Because it'd be a little bit easier to search if I could. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it a certain title or something? He was still on the same bullshit.
It's the
Because
same shit, bro.
he couldn't have been talking that YouTube owed us money if he was getting money from YouTube. He couldn't have been talking that. But he was
No,
just talking about
no,
white
dude,
people being superior.
he was still talking the same thing. That's why he got the monetization snatched away for some hate speech shit.
No, they go chill.
He was still talking the same shit, bro. And I think that YouTube shit was it was the rules were worse back then, bro, because you can get flagged for what you would call it, harassment and bullying and shit quick, like easy. And like they used
Oh,
to, like I tried to go into a couple of accounts after like I put up some hateful videos, and like they snatched the whole account, bro. Like it wouldn't let you log into it. And that shit was easy. People would flag it and they would just take the shit down, you know.
okay. What up,
Yeah,
Joe
I guess
Dub?
because he was monetized, YouTube hit him and took that shit away, bro. Seen an ad on RBR channel and being middle end or watching it after it's live. It's all RBR own fault. Right, right. You see a lot of YouTubers get on and then they change up their message. Man, I hear silence. I don't know if I'm still on the
Yeah, you
joint.
still on? I hear you. Go ahead.
Oh shit, I thought I was in the twilight zone, bro.
No, you good. Go ahead.
Nah, like you see a lot of YouTubers get on and then they change up their whole their whole message and delivery. He was on the same he was on the same shit. And that's one thing to admire about the dude, bro. Like
Oh yeah,
he didn't change he didn't change even when he got on. He's a slick talking piece of work, but you know he's still firm when
yeah. That's the
YouTube
one thing I told him. I
you know
said I
when
respect that you
monetize.
wholeheartedly in the stance, but you could still be wrong in your stance. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of
Right.
the worst part when you wrong and you don't want to switch up. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, you're gonna die on this hill. You know what I'm saying? And it's the wrong hill. That ain't. You got to switch up, man. I think that's black people's or black man's kind of problem. We stay in this one zone and we're not adaptable as much as we, or as quickly as we should be. We want to be adaptable when it's like the worst case scenario, when we, you got to prepare for the storm because it's coming. That's what I'm saying. When you at that height and you get monetized, you kind of got to switch your shit up. You can't really be reckless and raw like you used to, because you unfortunately, you got to fall to their standards. You got to follow their standards, rather. But Joe Dub is in the building. What up, Joe Dub? Hold on, Joe Dub.
Yo, what's going on, man?
What's going on?
What's the RBR topic for the day?
Man, I was trying to get a debate with him to see which way is the best way to get to the number 4. He didn't want to have it. I mean, I thought that was a simple one. Everybody would be able to understand it. But go ahead, Kat. What was you saying, man? My fault. I just want to acknowledge Joe before we started rambling a little more.
Go ahead, man. Yeah, I'm doing something right now anyway.
I lost my joint. I lost my.
No, you got to start writing shit down, Captain. You was talking about the rules before the Google Hangouts, or 2019, how easy it was to do it.
Yeah, man, they would just snatch down. I think we were talking about the standing firm or some shit.
Yeah. How he stands firm, and is his argument. But yeah, like I mean, would you keep doing that even though you was wrong? But see, that's the thing. In his heart, he doesn't believe he's wrong. That's where the catch is. Like, you can't convince somebody that they're not wrong.
He's consistent. That's why.
Yeah. He's
in the midst of saying all of that, there's some truth in it. And that's what a lot of people think about RBR. You can go to other areas like, Reg the Bad Guy, all these other places, Obsidian, all them. They'll sit there and say, okay, yeah, a lot of that mess is crazy shit. But they'll be like, yo, some of the stuff he's saying is true. The other night he was on Obsidian's joint. You would have never known it was the same RBR. So now, hold up, you came over here, you talking a whole different game now.
Right.
But then too, he know, okay, Obsidian gonna throw his ass off with a quickness, but or Angry Man or one of them.
So you think he treats people who he fears differently than people who he don't think effective?
Somewhat. Some cats are gonna act totally different than others. You can do all that crazy shit with Max, because Max ain't gonna throw him off.
Right.
I think he still feels like he owes him some sort of all right, thank you. Some sort of allegiance type of thing. Whereas, you go on, say,
Angry
somebody
Man.
else and shit. I'm trying to think of somebody else.
Angry Man.
Yeah, Angry Man. No, like the other night, he was on Anti when Angry Man was on there and everything. Angry Man wasn't trying to hear it. So you gotta come out with a different tone, or your ass is gonna get blown up on Angry Man shit, or Anti shit actually, that Angry Man was on. So of course, it's gonna be a different tone with that, because I've seen put this way, RBR on everybody's shit. He been on, he, like I said, like Brother Man was just saying, O'Shea and all of them used to pretty much fuck with RBR. They would all be over in his chat, Kevin Samuels and all they was over there, and so, but you got to go back and look back, like he was saying, you got to go back 18, 17. You got to go back a little bit to find some of those. But he keeps them all up there. They're all up there. But you just got to search out. But the thing of it is like, even like, like Nyla Taz. That's why I first saw RBR. Was on Nyla's joint. I didn't know who the freaking RBR was. I think it was Gab Talk. He used to be on, shit. Yeah, he was on Gab Talk. Media. His thing. But Gab ain't been around, Gab ain't been around. Damn. You might not even know who Gab is. Hold on one second.
I think I heard of him.
Because people do loud ass fucking trucks. Yeah, he used to be on Gab's joint. And that's why I first saw RBR. I'm like, what the hell is this? But I remember when he was monetized too for about 10 seconds. I think I gave him a few times. And they pretty much yanked this shit down as fast as he was monetized.
That's crazy to have that right in your hands and then mess it up like that.
But it's all about It's the thing is you have to be even now. I think now it's actually probably harder for a content creator more so than a few years ago.
Really?
And now it's like shoot, they yank man. You even if you look like you bullying somebody, you know, pretty much they pulling your shit down. So I mean, it's something where we gotta it's something where you got to be mindful of your speech because they get you in the hate speech shit quick.
Yeah, it seems
They
like
get
they
you on
get
that one.
a lot of stuff quick.
Yeah, they get you on that one real fast. And like like he was saying about the beef sector and the roast sector, they some of that is already here. 'Cause, I mean, some of them are already over here. I see them in Rouge channels. If you know Cluster B, you'll see some of them in there. But I still think about Cluster B at that time with RBR. She dragged the shit out of him. but
I know, I'm about to
that
start
was
looking up.
hilarious. Huh? Was
No,
it?
I said I'm writing this down. Look, cluster B.
Yeah, they call her Cookie or Cluster B. Oh, you know this sister. She's from Philly. you know her when you hear her.
Okay.
Matter of fact, she was just live not too long ago. And Cluster man, she dragged the shit out of RBR one night. And we were talking about he was a snitch, an informant or something like that. That's how you get out with 19 bricks and you ain't, your ass ain't do no time. Because Cookie did some time. She was caught up in in the world and caught up in some shit. And they're like, but she ain't hiding it from you at all.
Right,
But she was like on RBI ass one night. I was like, oh shit, man. Real life is not in cyberspace. You'll see her pop up.
Yeah. I remember real life is not in cyberspace. She was
Yeah,
on that.
she'll be over there. Yeah, she'll be over there every now and then. Matter of fact, she was over there the other day.
Yeah.
Real life. And like I said, because that's like some of the old band back together in a sense, like Miss Archie, K Archie. Only one I haven't seen over there come back ever is Classic Ruby. I don't know what happened, but I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
and
know
then
what
and then
went
Sam
down. Go ahead, I'm
and
sorry.
then Sam Semantic, bro. What Sam Semantic? I heard, man. It's
Yeah, Sam
where
Cement.
man. What's Sam Semantic at, man?
And that's why that's
Man,
another one I ain't heard from him in a minute. Sam Semantic
like it's
like
like man,
disappeared or something like that.
disappeared, bro. Evaporated.
Yeah, because it was like Sam Semantic. You had all the cats used to be like like you said, the late Marion. There was it Darren Marion after Marion yeah, Hill. I mean, of course, what happened with that situation, but I mean, they all used to be over there, you know. And I know Arthur was always mad because see, a lot of them all them came from Suge's Suge's channel.
Right.
So yeah, so a lot of them was like all from over there. Arthur be like, yeah, they came over here. I'm like, I mean, hey, but I bet that's where you got Mella. That's where like I said, K Archie, real life, all of them, was all over from over there. Because I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Suge
I'm,
used to
I'm,
come over
I'm
here sometimes.
yeah,
I'm
like
sorry.
I'm like should like if should came over here, bro. Like I'm waiting for this dude named LA to pop up over here, bro. I'm like, if that's a
Okay.
funny nigga, if that dude pops up over here, it's gonna be over, bro. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
over. Like
because
that, like
yeah,
we gotta merge with that sector, bro. In my opinion.
and that's pretty much what's happening now. Because you're starting to get, like I said, some of them over there at Rules, like Queen of Jokey and freaking VX and all these people, they starting to pop up over here. And see,
Oh,
that was all.
dude, hey Tim Harvey knows Tim Harvey knows who LA is.
Yeah, you got some wild ones, man, over there that this crowd may not be ready for. So, you know, but yeah, man, it's like I said, RBI, he did that. He was doing his thing. But he shoot. Because matter of fact, I think his biggest one he ever did, I think it was like 30 or 40,000 views. It might have been more than that.
Oh man, bro, this dude, man, hey, bro, this dude, man, Tim Harvey know them niggas, bro. Rio and hey, bro, it's over. Hey, bro, they
Oh
they here.
yeah,
The roast the roast sector's here, nigga.
they already here. They are already here. A lot of them are already over here. They listen to like certain little pockets. You know, they hang out in certain little spots. But like I said, once they get over to RBR, and other places like that, they're gonna have a field day. It's gonna be funny, but
Joe, is the rose sector different from the B sector, or is it kind of, or have they melded into one as
to
well?
me, they kind of like the same. I mean, but I mean, some people might consider them separate. But I mean, I'm thinking like when you like Miss Olivia and all of them, they all like the same crew. To me, Oh, Miss Olivia, funny too. She another one, man. That's off the chain. you know,
Yeah, I don't
but
mind
yeah.
roasting somebody, but I don't want to, because I done heard about the B sector. I want nobody to get
Oh
so
no,
bad
they
they try and kill me and shit or beat me up just
nah,
because
nah.
we
These
fuck.
motherfuckers ain't. Some of them ain't playing.
Yeah, that's
Because
what
if
I'm
you think
saying.
about a few weeks ago, they had that situation where a few months ago, where old girl showed up at the sister's crib in Atlanta. So you know, she,
Yeah,
she popped the freak.
I just want to have
You had
verbal debates.
nah,
I just want to beat you up verbally and shit. Don't.
nah. These cats show up at your house. They dox the shit out of you. They put your kids on the front line, your mama, your daddy, even if they dead. Shit. Like I
Okay.
told them, I said, "No, you can go ahead and put them." I said, "They dead, so you want to say what you want to say about them." But all them people was gone. Ex-wives and shit. They calling people's cribs and stuff like that, calling their jobs. You know, they on a whole different planet
Right.
than the rest of us. Just like I said, if you get caught up in that mess, I would advise you run for the chopper. um, don't get caught up in there thinking you're gonna try to nah, because these jokers ain't playing with you. They
Yeah,
gonna find out everything about your ass.
yeah. I don't think it's that serious and shit. We just talking. But hold on,
Yeah.
I just want to shout out RBR for simulcasting my broadcast at the same time. We appreciate that, RBR. He watching us right now as we talk.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm
Oh
serious, man.
shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
I'm
watching
not
us right now.
surprised by that.
So I
Yeah,
just want
but
to thank
no.
you, RBR. And remember, over here, you're not all dumb. You just don't know it yet.
Hey, hey, sometimes you feel like it after you watch some of this shit on on YouTube. Like,
Man. But that's what I
you
don't
know,
understand, Joe, how fast it is to get in and get the information compared to like where we had to, go to the library and look things up and research it. Like you could just literally go on YouTube and find a video. It's just crazy how stupid people are. And there's so
wait,
much access to information now.
but that's basically it. I mean, I think I'm dating myself, and as a '60s baby there, and
Right.
shoot, I
They
remember when, like I said,
entertaining
with the
over there too hard.
library and you had the encyclopedias and them
The
days is
dude
up in computer.
decimal system, they don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I mean, you got a whole generation. I mean, man, I was talking about something with that. I said my wife and I were laughing about. Yeah, remember we used to have the party line.
Oh,
You had your phone line, your home phone, and somebody else could be on there. One of your neighbors or something, actually
yeah,
almost listening to your shit.
yeah, line.
Yeah, I mean, so it was like we cell phone. My first cell phone was damn near the size of a fucking Birkin bag.
Man, I had a Radio Shack one with the red letters. I remember that. It was a flip
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah, it was
I want to say I got like
no,
200
I was
minutes.
even before that. That joint was a bag, literally. You had it in the bag and you had the phone, like a regular almost house phone looking thing, and you dial or whatever, and they give you 30 minutes free, I think, after 9 o'clock type thing.
Yeah, it was free
And
after 9. Don't use up
yeah,
my minutes, man.
this. And you was calling, this big ass you was using analog back then, so you was like like that. That shit was
Yeah.
hilarious, man, back in the day. But I look at technology to what it is now, man. Please,
I
you
mean, that's
know,
so amazing, man. That is so amazing to
right.
see that
And
going up
that's
to
why,
8-track tapes and streaming and
right.
shit. It's
And that's
scary
why
and amazing
RBI.
at the same time.
No, I'm sorry. Good. No, I'm sorry. Good.
No, I was
It,
saying it's amazing to see what I said. Like even in my like 44 years of living, how fast we've progressed, man. It's really
oh
something.
yeah, and I got you beat by about another 13, so 13 years of choice. So, but no, like RBI back in the, I mean, he might, like I said, again, I'll say it. He might be right. The number might be off a little bit, but he might be right about this. Okay, yo, these people 30 billion, 40 billion, it might be shit, it might be 100 billion for all we know. And these people don't expect you to find out this shit, you know. And then when you get some cat that's sitting there that actually finds out about it, then it's like, well, wait a minute, damn, one of these niggas found out. He was sitting there reading the shit. So I mean, I don't scoff at what he's saying. I don't, I'm not. My thing is just basically like, yo, man, I mean, we just, get a Mac, put a figure down, find out exactly what it is. We're supposed to be paid, or you guys, I should say, as content creators, are supposed to be paid on your revenue and what you're supposed to be rightfully paid. It's like any other job. You better run me my money. At the bank, I mean, I was salary, but still, you be ran me my money anyway. But if I did like a little side something or other, portfolio and investments and all that stuff, which I could do, that's why I did it, because I know I could get extra money. Okay, I got a sale that give me 50 or 30 or 40,000. That is, they gonna run me my money. That's what they did. Within 2 weeks, I knew what my shit was coming. It was gonna be direct deposit in my $30,000. That was gonna be direct deposit in my account.
Right.
Minus taxes or whatever. They can turn the damn. And well, New York was like on that damn 30% when you got on top of whatever it was. But nah, man, it's like I said, I be honest with you. I mean, and a lot of people are thinking the same thing. A lot of y'all might be right.
You trying to get that $30 billion?
I mean, I'm not, because I'm like I said, I'm not a content creator. But I mean, hey, if another brother could get paid for real, because like I said, man, class action lawsuits is every damn day. I don't know how many. Matter of fact, I'm in one right now I never knew about. Shit, I'm like, until I got a letter in the mail talking about, oh, you're in this class action lawsuit, you can opt out, or you can get paid, $1,000. I'm like, oh, okay. From the electric company back in New York. That was 12. I mean, shit, I've been in New York 13 years. Shit. So they talking about that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's definitely plausible that they or that they're shorting people who make content, but to the extent of where he's saying it, it's just like your channel is owed $5 million and you barely get 1,000.
Well, the thing is that some people are fleeing YouTube to go to TikTok. And
TikTok and Instagram is blowing up.
Yeah, man. I think TikTok might be bigger than Facebook right now, man. Because I go on Facebook, yo. I mean, you can't even get. You can't even get your comments out because they censor you so badly, bro. It's just like, dang. So people are trying to flee somewhere, and so they can get their, freedom of speech on, so they can say what's on their mind, what's on their heart. But it's hard to do that now because, man, the censorship is crazy.
Yeah, Facebook. Well, that funny thing is, remember Instagram is owned by Facebook. Meta or whatever they call it.
Oh, now. The metaverse, whatever it is.
Man, put it this way, I got 5,000. Well, I got two different Facebook pages. I got like between two of them. If I didn't go with overlap, I got about 8,000 people. But on Instagram, I don't know where these people came from. I got about at one point I was as high as damn near 40,000 subs.
I think I got like 13 people on the Conscious Moron.
I'm like, I'm put this way. Even with me not really doing too much, I'm at 26,500 subs.
Yeah,
you don't have to do too much on TikTok. You might get like 10K followers.
What you say now?
I said you don't have to do too much on TikTok. Just do some stupid shit, and you get like 10K or 20K followers in like 3 days.
But man, that's why I don't like TikTok, because it almost seems like it promotes that buffoonery with us.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but when we talk about some serious shit,
they take forever. You get shadow banned and shit like that. Like, but somebody was telling me, they was talking about that, like how TikTok, a Japanese company, and how they try and make Americans look bad, or just people from other countries look bad. Why they show good things about
TikTok is Chinese.
Yeah. It was like, why they blow up the good shit about their country.
Remember your boy Trump wanted to stop that shit. The old Trumpster there was trying to shut it down and have somebody buy, have them sell the American.
Man, they cried their asses off. Don't cancel it. But they were crying.
But it's the crazy part. I see more Trumpsters on there than anything. People who are for Donald Trump, I see them on there more than anything. I done asked a few of them, like, I thought y'all didn't like TikTok, but they be blowing up off that shit. But they stick together. That's the one thing I will say about like them Republicans and Trump. When somebody try and get on, they help you blow up. They'll just subscribe to your shit, might not even watch it, but they'll help you get to the dough. With us, man, it takes so long to get some sub counts and shit like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, they don't want to put nobody on, man.
You need all different types of voices.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know, man. The political game just ever since that Donald Trump got in the White House, bro, the political, it just got real messy. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, the truth resurfaced. That's what it was. We
yeah,
thought it was
yeah,
gone, but it had resurfaced.
yeah, bro. I was just like, I was like, man, I don't know.
He got real messy because Trump was messy. He didn't give a fuck.
But I think it even happened before Trump. When they was trying, scaring them white people with Obama's gonna take the country to another place, he gonna take your guns, take religion. Like the right wing media scared them white folks, and that's why I think Trump really kind of won.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, please. Trump, when it came to the gun thing, down here, guns is a big thing. Obama didn't do shit about with guns. I mean, he didn't go crazy as they thought he was gonna do.
I don't
Trump
think
actually
Obama
did
did
more
nothing.
shit. Trump did more crazy nonsense with taking the guns than it did for daggone Obama.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Joe, in the media, man, they was on Obama. Remember, they was on his ass about the tan suit.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They stayed on Obama, and it was the look, and he didn't even have any he didn't even have really any scandals. You know what I'm saying? Took care of his kids. You know what I'm
Obama
saying?
had none. You think about it, Obama had no scandals. He's probably the most scandal-free president we've had in probably the last 200 years.
You know what? You know what's funny? Trump should have been everything that the Republicans wanted Obama to be, or Trump was everything that the Republicans wanted Obama to be.
Now, as RBI would say, that neo-Nazi nut, Trump, he didn't expect to win. When I woke up that morning, they said Trump. I was like, "You got to be kidding!" See, because back in New York, he was a damn Democrat.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the part that was like kind of like, okay, how you just flip the script? Your ass went from Democrat to Republican all of a sudden.
But I told RBR that he told me I'm lying.
What?
That I told the Trump used to be a Democrat. He's like, you're lying. Stop
No,
lying.
in New York he was.
It's like
In New York, he was. He was basically a liberal Democrat, and then he turned around and flipped the script. He flipped the script and became a Republican all of a sudden out the blue.
Yeah. Hey, Bomb is on the chat. How you doing today? Thank you for coming up.
What's up? Oh, Bomb.
Yeah. You there?
She hasn't said anything.
You sure it's her?
Let's say Bomb.
I mean, yeah, but you got,
Yeah,
I don't know if they can. As RBR got bombed.
I know. I was going to say that. I was just about to say that, bro. I was like, don't get bombed.
Yeah, you gotta watch that mess sometimes.
Yeah.
But it looks like her thing.
Okay. Must not have been. Damn.
Okay.
I don't understand why people. Why do people do that? But it might have been her. She just might have had a bad connection.
Yeah, maybe she
was on RBI, so it might have.
Yeah, because some of the stuff is hard to get on, and like me, I'm out here in Booney Land. Shoot, sometimes I gotta like wait, try to get it on, and I'm like, man, this shit.
Oh man, you feel like you in the country?
Yeah, so it's like hard sometimes, and they got 5G. 5G is around now, but all of a sudden, like with StreamYard, my stuff will just go. It'll shut my phone down sometimes.
Oh, will it?
Yeah, it'll like literally shut my phone. It'll like it'll knock out the internet where you can't use the internet. You can only do phone calls. And I'm like, okay. I took it over to Verizon. I'm like, yo, what the hell is this about? And it was like, okay, they gave me another chip and all this other stuff. I'm like, yo, what's going on here? Why's my phone just like shut off? All of a sudden. So, but
yeah, we can hear you. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How's everybody doing?
Hey, what's going on, Bob?
Doing great.
I saw that the Cuckoo was restreaming your stream, and I said, let me just come over here and show some love to Conscious. That's all.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
What you got cooking today?
Literally.
Oh, you mean literally?
No, she be dropping cooking videos too. I've been watching.
That's what I'm saying. Literally.
They're real nice, Bob. Yeah, they're real nice.
Thank you. I lost my channel. I had a lot of things on the channel cooking, but I lost it. So I'm putting things up slowly. But anyway, cooking. Wow, I don't know what I'm cooking. I know I'm making something live today. What's going on, Miss FedEx? How's everybody doing? Okay, so what in the hell is going on with what y'all? Do y'all think RBR is mentally going? You think he have dementia or something? What's going on?
I think he has a paranoid disorder for sure.
Yeah, he's very paranoid. Like he always thinks somebody's out to get him. Like every time or some, you know what I mean? Like I'm just like, and he repeats the same thing like all the time. He say, "Yo, you trying to kill us? You're trying to kill us," and then he'll kick you off and then he bring you back in. I'm just like, bro, I didn't. That's why I don't even get on the panel that much, man. I just like.
I don't know if being a narcissist is a personality disorder, but I think he's a little bit of that. So being paranoid and a narcissist, that's got to be a deadly combination.
See, but I think it's because RBR maybe about 5 years ago, he was smart. And
he's still smart though. He's still smart though. He knows how to retain information well.
No, he's not.
And he knows how to flip people's words too.
But yeah,
I think you better listen to what she means by she's saying he was different. What's the same thing
I know what she means.
He was totally different.
That common sense. That's what she means.
Now he lost it. It's like he keeps repeating 2 + 2. Oh, you don't believe me because I'm a black man. It's getting worse. It's been getting worse over the years.
Yeah, it's getting a little since the time I've been.
It is a little concerned with that though.
I just feel sorry for him maybe. Because he's over there talking about y'all now.
Yeah, we see that.
Talking about you don't understand the internet and everything he's saying doesn't make sense, but it doesn't matter. I feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
What is there to understand about the internet? What is it?
Remember, he's talking about YouTubers stealing, and he wants us to sue. And even though he didn't file a lawsuit, he thinks that he don't understand that he don't have commercials on his channel.
Yeah, that's what that's what I was trying to. He almost thinks like his channel is like a NBC type channel, like where if he broadcasts, he has to be paid. Like I was like, I don't think it worked like that.
Yeah, it doesn't. If that was true, then all the videos all over the internet, people would expect to get paid, right? On their TikToks, their Facebook. I mean, it's if you posted up a photo and people came over, because based on what he's saying, it's your content and you should get paid for your content. And I think that's true if you sign into a contract with somebody where they say, okay, we're going to pay you for your content.
Yeah, but that's what I didn't understand. He was monetized and now he's not monetized. So he know how the game go. And I think over the last maybe 4 or 5 months, he's gained 1,000 subscribers. I'm like, well, why not just start a new channel and then, try and go off of that one instead of sticking all your eggs into this one basket.
Right. The reason he's not monetizing is because him over there, they know he's dangerous, right? We listen to him and we laugh at him, but he's very dangerous because he give out misinformation over and over again.
But how don't you think his channel has gotten like all the way banned like they did Nate? Because little big Nate, they dropped him real quick. Like, you don't think he has enough viewers, or they just kind of like, oh, he's just talking? Because that's what it almost seemed like. Well, just let him talk. He's okay. He's harmless.
Yeah, just let him talk because he's harming black people. You know what I mean? He can't even talk on Twitter no more because he will make up banners and make it seem like Obama said something or Hillary said something or somebody, and he show them to us, and those who don't know any better, you think that shit is real, but that's shit he made up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Lord. And fix it, Jesus, fix it.
If enough complaints come in, they decided to let him keep his channel, but they took his money from him.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I understand why he's mad. I mean, think about it. They approved him, was giving him a little check, and then they said, nah. Now, I agree with you. What he should do is just make another channel and start over, and get monetized again on that new channel.
Right.
But he wants this win this losing fight.
Yeah. I thought like that's what we were saying. You gotta respect his stance, and he ain't turning. Like most people will fold and try to adapt. He mean what he's saying, literally say what he mean, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean at the detriment of himself, right?
Yeah. You're
Because
right about that.
they're not gonna look at it and say, let's give him a chance again. No. Start over. Like I've lost channels with no strikes. Like they've come in and just stopped me midstream, no strikes on it, and just took it away from me. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I don't own YouTube.
Right.
I
But you
signed.
and you and the RBR one was. I mean, you and the Obsidian one was funny. It was hilarious.
Bob, while I got you here, what do you think is going on with like not the black manosphere, but it seems, and not all older black men, but it seemed like these older black men are leading these young black dudes astray. Like when I was coming up, I had older black dudes who would try and lace me on the game, but it seems so different now. Why am I tripping?
No, so the older black men you knew, they knew you physically, like they knew you.
Right.
They wanted to make sure you good. Of course, people want to share their game. I get it. But you have a group of men who are losers at life. They don't really have no game to share. So whatever they share will be, to the person's detriment if you follow. If a man claims he gonna help you get a job, but he don't have a job, how can he help you get a job? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Good point. Good point.
That is an excellent point. It is an excellent point. It just, man. But it seems like even more opportunity to tell. I mean, I guess I'm looking at it different, but it would seem like an opportunity to say, well, hey, don't do this, this, and this, because this is where I messed up in life, and I don't want to see you go through what I went through. Like I even has, I don't want to say bums, but some cats who weren't at the top of their game and just be like, boy, don't be doing what I did. It just seemed like it's not like that. Like it seemed like the older men are hating on the young dudes so they can get the young women.
Right. Because you notice the men aren't telling you not to do what they did.
Right.
What telling you is to do what I do.
Right.
And like I'm sitting and say, yeah, I don't mess with these type of women. And he's telling you to follow him.
Right.
But look where he's at. You don't want to follow him.
Right.
It would be something else if he said, hey, when I was younger, and dealing with these women, they did this to me or I did that, and don't do what I did. That's not what they're saying.
Yeah, they like forget them, go solo. It almost seemed like, but it's very disheartening at times just to see how many channels grow on that. Like I see a lot of older dudes telling the young cats that, like, and I just be like, man, it's crazy.
You have Kevin Samuels, right, was telling people how to be high value men when he needed the men to help him pay his rent just 3 years ago now, right? The Obsidian and Angry Man, and a few of the men had to help him pay his rent.
See, I ain't know that. Like, I kind of, I didn't really know of him until he started blowing up. But I done seen the past few videos. But he was talking about cologne. I won't say perfume, but cologne.
Right, cologne. So now this man who knew about colognes, and we even find out he know nothing about that, right? We find out he would go to Boscow's or one of these places to buy cologne. He would ask for their advice, talk to them for a while, take the notes, and then he would buy the cologne, do a video, and bring that shit back to the. That's why he's not allowed to go in some of them stores anymore.
Right.
Damn. I didn't know that was it. Okay. So he wasn't the spray dude at Bonnie's no more. I mean, Bloomingdale.
He used to work at Sephora's. That's a woman's makeup.
Okay. Okay.
But he didn't last that long. And but the white men on the white side, on the cologne side, they ran him away. Because they was cracking jokes on him. Because they had found out that he was going and buying things and returning them. Acting like he was, a person that he's not. Now, nothing's wrong with that. You were doing it for your channel, but now he's telling young men that they need to make 6 figures.
Right.
He just started making 6 figures when young men started following him and giving him all that money.
Right.
Before that, that dude he was getting paid child support.
What? What?
I'm joking. Now he just paid off his child support just last year, at the end of the year. He was claiming he never had child support, and no, he had child support. Listen, everything about that man is a fraud. So listen, nothing wrong with being a fraud and making your money,
Right.
but for those who are literally listening to him for real advice, that's where everything will go bad.
It doesn't even seem like he interact with the obsidians and stuff anymore, because he didn't even go to the meetup, right? You would think that the leader would be there, even
Right.
for a hot little second, even if he just came to
In
say
the
what's up.
same city that they
In the
live, that
same
they had to meet up
city.
in.
It
Yeah.
seems like he's distancing himself away from them, like almost used them, and then he's running off on them like that.
But it's not new because he's always done that.
Wow.
Kevin has never been really in the manosphere.
Okay.
He used to talk badly about the men to the women, and he would show up and they would give him props. Like the men was trying to help him come up, right? They were like, if you need a suit, hey, our man Kevin will help you. You know, that's how it was. And he would come up and talk a little bit. He couldn't hold his own, so he'll jump off because we women, we could be a little tough, and he's a little feminine.
A little. A little.
You're being kind there, Bomb. Okay.
Yeah, I'm being kind.
You ain't going to get your shit struck down there.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I remember when he went on the panel while I was on the panel and asked another group of people to ask me to stop. Like, why is she calling me gay? I'm not gay. Can y'all ask her to stop? It was weird because he was right there and I was right there. And all he had to say was, hey, because I have feelings and I would have felt this pain if he would say, can you stop? And I would have been like, yeah, I'll stop. I'm a softie in a sense.
Right. You're still a lady, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of soft. If I would have felt like it was bothering and if he would have asked me, sure. In fact, I had a piece that I was working on when he came up there. And because he did that, I didn't put it up.
Wow.
Because I was about to tell y'all all his business. You know what I mean? I was attacking all the black manosphere men. And I had all his information. About to expose that he never went to college. I was about to expose that he was lying. And then I let that page, it's still sitting on my site, but I never posted it.
Wait, he never went to college?
That dude, remember he was saying he was an engineer.
Right. I remember that part. And how did he become a Kappa then? I think he's a Kappa.
Not a Kappa. He's not a
Kappa.
Kappa.
He's not one. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, obviously he couldn't be one. Yeah.
Right. Now remember, at first he was claiming he was a Kappa. He claimed that he was an engineer. He graduated. Boom, boom. He went on somebody's page. Somebody interviewed him. What's that guy name? And he admitted that he quit after the first semester.
Oh shit. Okay.
But I doubt that he even did that.
Oh, see, yeah, I thought he did graduate, huh?
Yeah. What is this guy who interviewed him? The white guy.
Vlad.
Yeah,
he
Vlad.
admitted to Vlad TV that he went and got out after the first semester.
So I know about the one corporate job he had that he got kind of busted on. He said he worked for such and such, and it was somebody that's a YouTube content creator that said no, he didn't because she works for them.
That's right.
I won't say her name, of course, but
Yeah, I won't say her name neither. Yeah, there was
people. You know who it is. Yeah, we got a mutual friend. Yeah,
right. So he, he was doing a lot of lying, and now. The only reason people not listening to because the manosphere decided they don't care. They don't even care if he's not into women. Remember, all they cared about was their message becoming worldwide. But when I kept telling them, he's not going nowhere with your message. When Kevin started really blowing up, which he has the opportunity to really blow up, is the more he erased some of those things that he's saying, and stop attacking women.
So you think he's trying to get mainstream? Well, it seems like he is, especially after the Nicki Minaj and all that. Seems like he is trying to switch his message up.
That's right. Look what he did to Nicki. That's something he did it not only to Nicki, but what's that other one from Love and Hip Hop? When when he's in that space, he's smiling, right? He's not mean. And then when he rates them, he asks them to rate themselves, and then he give them a higher rating than they gave themselves. Right. You know he don't never do that.
It seems like he playing both sides of the field, but I know he realized that women like who down with Nicki and Tommy, that's where the money at. It ain't really with the man. I mean, you get some money from the manosphere, but not like it is over on that other side.
Yeah, he getting paid right now, y'all. Yeah, and he getting paid mainly because the COVID is here, and he's doing the entertainment. People like watching what he's doing those women, and apparently those women like it too.
Yeah. How do the women go on there though? And like they cam up and everything. It does seem kind of like, wow, you go on there to be berated a little bit, but
yeah. Now and like I've always admitted, even to the men, there are men who like to be berated. There's women who like to be berated also.
Right.
You got people who get off on it. They enjoy that.
Yeah, especially if you're in like a position of power. You're absolutely right.
Right. And therefore, that's what we're watching. We're watching the people who they want to wait their turn to go up there and ask him to, let him rate them.
And I could talk about people all day. Y'all should know.
That's a whole nother show for another day. And get paid for doing it.
Yeah. So I listen. I think he could get big if he gets smart. If he hires somebody who will help him navigate, which maybe he has that now, right? Because remember when he was talking about when the Black Manosphere talks about what's that rapper name? Future. Remember they talk about Future as if he ain't shit, like he's the Pookies of all Pookies, and yet he ended up in a Future's video.
Right. To the man now, huh?
Yeah, he don't stepped up.
Right.
They call him Godfather though. That's the crazy part. Like calling this man Godfather, like the gangster Godfather. I'd be tripping off of that.
For him to get on to be on that video, maybe he got somebody, hired somebody who will help him climb that ladder.
So almost like not a publicist though. Wouldn't that be like an influencer almost in a sense who can kind of, like you say, navigate the internet?
Like a manager who will help him get gigs. He
might
get commercials.
You think he about to be on that plateau, like where he already hit?
He can. I don't know if he hires somebody, he can be, because his name is so hot right now that even though it's no longer just YouTube, people on Nitro heard of him.
So he might get his own TV show.
But I don't doubt I think he won't get a TV show, but he can do a
streaming
when they pop up on the show.
Yeah, I think more than anything, he probably go with that streaming. Maybe have
streaming's in high demand because I don't even know nobody who watch cable anymore, really.
Yeah.
I ain't seen a cable in my house in 10 years.
But now, if you got so many streaming services, they come up as a cable bill now, so you gotta be careful.
Yeah, that's true. And see, I think also too with Kevin and the whole manosphere, it seems like it's become fractured. You got Angry Man on one end, you got Obsidian on the other end, you got O'Shea on his end, you got all these cats like
versus the lane. I mean, yes.
We got BGS, you got BGS and his little crew. You got, man, it's like all these cats done broke. I was watching Angry Man last night. He was pretty much like talking about the old boy and Nicki Minaj thing. It's kind of like, man, they going at it with each other.
Have Obsidian and RER debated each other?
No, I don't think so.
Man,
I done seen
that would be entertaining right there.
I done seen him on his panel one time.
Yeah, when he was in his right mind, about 3-4 years ago, RBR used to be everywhere, right?
He was over Obsidian the other day.
Huh?
He was on Upset Against the other day. Matter of fact.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised.
Wow.
He was over there. I'm like, oh shit, are we all over here?
Damn, I
He'll
missed
pop
that
up
one.
on somebody. He'll pop up on anybody's.
Yeah, he'll pop up. But they don't let him up. Like most of the time, unless they don't have nothing going on at the time, they no longer let RBR up. He goes over there with by Bernard, and Bernard won't let him up. He'll be in the back and say, "Nah, RB." You'll hear him. They'll say, "Nah, RBR, we're not doing that today."
Right.
People
You're
realize,
right. They are selective.
yeah,
Because even Reg, well, somebody paid to have him not on record. But
even now, when I see him coming up, I be feeling like I just say, RBR, look, if you coming up to have a real conversation, cool. Because it's like his mind is slipping.
Yeah.
No, Bob told him don't be on that black shit today.
He didn't have too much to say then, did he?
Oh,
no, that one day when Bob, we was over, I think it was me, I forgot who else was on there, Verbal, maybe some other people.
Yeah.
On Bob was doing, he was like, don't come up with that black shit up here.
Yeah, before I let him on, I was like, don't come up here with that. Because we wasn't talking about that, right? We had a topic going.
Yeah, we was going on about something else. Man.
Yeah,
like,
he'll come up and start talking about 2 + 2 = 4. And he got that from me years ago, right? And he been running with it ever since. And he's not even making sense with it.
He sure ain't. He sure isn't. But I think he uses that for it to be the base of his argument. So he can't really be wrong because 2 + 2 at the end of the day does equal 4. So if he reverts back to that during the argument, he's like, well, how can I be wrong? 2 + 2 = 4. And you're like, well.
But see, the way I did it when I brought that out maybe about 5-6 years ago, when I mentioned 2 + 2, is always going to be, those are factual. When it goes to math, it's facts.
Right.
When you talk about opinions, that's not facts.
Right.
We all have opinions. So he'll take something that's opinionated and make it seem like I gotta be right because 2 + 2 = 4.
Exactly. It's a nice little hustle though, but it's easy to figure it out. Like, hold on, man.
Yeah. He playing a magician, right?
Right.
He wants your eyes to go over here by the 2 + 2, but over here he don't want you to add that up and figure that out over here.
You have sleight of the hand. You absolutely right on that one.
Yeah. So, and I'm getting too old to be playing games with an old nigga like me. So,
Say, just tell me what the deal is.
I want to, I'm okay with educating and trying to understand the younger people and helping them. But I don't want to be fighting the old dude. Now I will fight, like I beat up on Obsidian, Kevin Samuels, all of them. You name them, I beat up on them. In fact, I beat up on them and then now they like me.
Yeah, I was about to say it seemed like if any one woman they might respect you and feel you at the same time. It almost seemed like, but they listen to you.
Yeah,
they absolutely do.
Conversation. Obsidian thought he could do that slight pain on me, but like I tell him, I'll run down the rabbit hole with him,
right,
and then make it and tie it all in and show that what they're saying don't make sense.
Yeah, it seemed like. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Obsidian came on my channel and was up there for 5 hours. I'm not even joking, right? Trying to prove me wrong. And he couldn't in that whole time. And in fact, I got him to admit that he's just talking just to make money.
I could see that.
And he admitted it. And then when he realized, when people was talking about it, everybody was talking about it, he striked my channel and I lost that channel. He striked it claiming that because he was up on the panel, he was on the panel at his own will.
Right.
But then he claimed that that I was using his image or using his voice.
That's crazy. It seemed like he got a Napoleon complex to the 10th power, man. Like he's mad at everybody.
Yeah, he does. And then you know what else I proved that day? He literally pulled up some women, told me I wasn't, his type of woman. And he said that he used to call me I forgot what he said. He used terms like moo and you know how he do, right? Which I had no problem with. But then he posted up pictures of the women to say, this is, you not nothing like this. And all them women were big women.
It seemed like he would like a big girl though.
He does like
Small dudes like big girls, man.
yes, he like big women, and
But
so
that's what the boy RBR said.
yeah, somebody have that clip up on there. You know how they take little clips and
Right.
it's a bomb cherry versus and somebody got that up and he posted them big women. And that's when I told people that he like big women. Cause see, I know Obsidian. Obsidian have been to my parties, y'all.
Oh wow.
And so I focus with big women. Obsidian right here in Philly.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Obsidian know who I am. But Obsidian as showed them big women. And then afterwards, he realized what he'd done, how people was responding to it, and he struck my channel down.
Yeah, see, image is king on the YouTube streets. You can't be, you can only be one way, unfortunately. You can't be adaptable or have a variety of things that you're interested in.
But not really, because YouTube, the men don't care. And I get it, like Obsidian, I like Obsidian to be honest. Like he's entertaining. He admits he's entertaining.
Right.
The men who follow, though, they're not understanding that he's there entertaining. It's almost like watching just a TV show.
Right,
And they making you laugh. You know what I mean? And saying things that may make sense to you and they may not make sense to you, but it doesn't matter to him because he's just making money, having fun making money. The young men, though, when I realized that they're looking for dads, they're looking for information.
Right.
You know, they're looking for the uncles that they didn't have, the dads that they didn't have. They're looking for the information, and then they find men who are just here to entertain.
That's interesting. And they don't realize they're just being entertained. Instead, they think they're being informed.
Exactly.
I could see that. I definitely see that.
You know, there's a lot of men who've been here on YouTube who were trying to educate. They were trying to be the dads and the uncles. They were married men, right? And they would tell them the truth about marriage. You know what they end up calling those men?
Simps. Yeah, I never. How could you be a simp if you're taking care of your family?
Right.
Like that's your responsibility. You're supposed to do that.
Well, you automatically become one when you're married, and a lot of people, you know, because myself, like Gab Talk, and others that have been married like 20, 25, 30 years, it's like, okay, I'm doing my job as husband. You know, I mean, you call me a simp if you want to all day long, but I'm hey, 32 years almost damn near, you know, of this thing. But it was two different wives, but you know, still, you know.
Right.
But you know, I still got responsibilities and shit.
Yeah, they called you and Gab Talk TV was
it was who else is married? A long time.
And he was even wasn't he a religious dude? What he was
Yeah, I think he's in the nation. Yeah, he's you know why.
Yeah, so his information was solid too. And he came to help, you know, want to help the brothers and the sisters. And they called him a simp and made him mad. They made him so mad, man, that he was like, "Mom, I gotta leave because these niggas gonna make me bash him in the head."
That's
right.
He said they
because I mean, all of us are like, I mean, you got like Cerulli and all a whole bunch of cats is married. You know, that have been married for a while. I mean, Justin Andre, he's over in Japan, but still, he got, you know, he's married.
Right.
But
it seems you would want to listen to people about marriage who are actually married and not that. I don't know how you could be a simp if you know what I'm saying. You married.
Yeah. But it's crazy. But that's what they do. I mean, it's like I tell people, I say, man, it's not what you call me, it's what I answer to. So, I mean, call me a simp if you want to. As I'm chilling here, looking at my damn horses and doing some shit that you sit up here crying about, you know. But that's, you know, it is what it is. You know, you gotta be a six-figure man. So let me tell you, man, as a six-figure brother, by the time you mess around, pay taxes, got kids, forget and a wife, okay, even if she's working, okay, you still got all that stuff going on. Kids got college bills and all this other. Man, I ended up 5 figures before I woke up. Damn. And bordering on 4 figures. I got what, 12 horses, 1 college kid tuition bill, another one that he might be in about another year or 2. You know, that live back up in New York with his mother. I got drop money for him for that, for child support. Shoot, by the time you wake up, man, you can end up 5 figures real quick. You know, they don't understand that.
Yeah.
Shoot. You know, like match with the truck driving thing. You driving truck or whatever, man, by the time you gas up, diesel up or whatever, and do all the other shit, driving all over the damn country, keeping your rig intact, man, you could end up 5 figures real fast. Especially if you got kids.
But
Man,
you know, I know it's just, you should make money and you should respect it, but it shouldn't determine the type of person you are. You know, I think we get caught up here on YouTube with that a lot.
Yeah. And like I tell people, man, coming from the banking world of, well, don't you ever think of, I mean, look, I've seen tens of millions, if not billions, you know, go through people's hands, especially doing the portfolio thing, that, I mean, I didn't really think about it. That's their money. You know, you have to do what's right by them. You know, make sure their shit is tight, make sure everything is good, what they want, what they're looking for. Try not to make them lose any money in the process. And there it is. I mean, temptation was never an issue. You know, I mean, you get caught. I ain't trying to end up behind somebody's damn bars in some damn county jail.
You seen so much money, it wasn't nothing to you, huh, Joe?
No, I mean, it don't, because by the time you see, I mean, with ball players and TV people, with the money they make, I mean, shit, doctors alone, the amount of money they make, man, doctor pulling in, I mean, I had doctors pulling 25, 30, 35, 40,000 a month.
Oh my God, I couldn't work
A
there.
month.
Bank employee escapes with $500,000.
You know, a month, and these cats is driving around in a Subaru. You know,
Yeah, it seems like rich people don't really brag. I knew this one white millionaire where I'm from, and man, he had the oldest car and would be bumming. I asked him, he's like, "That's how I stay rich. I pretend like I'm not rich." I was like, "Okay,
man." And like the part that used to give me every single time would be, okay, those of you that have nothing, trying to tell somebody who has something about how to do their money.
Right.
Come on, man. You know, shoot, you had that white folk, especially if you got somebody that was older, they had mad money sitting up in the bank because, you know, the husband took care of him or whatever. He died, you know, insurances and freaking stashed up money and shit. Okay, but you got some crackhead daughter or niece or granddaughter that's trying to tell you how to do stuff because she want her hands on that money. Man, please, I had to fight off more than a few of them.
The value of a man has nothing to do with his money. Now, I never tell women to date a bum. And when I say a bum, like, why would a woman be interested in a bum anyway? Somebody living on the street homeless, right? She's not looking at him romantically. But at the same time, it depends on the age of the woman, the age of the guy. You know, he don't need to be making 6 figures to come on. If we all be honest, there's not a whole lot of black people making 6 figures.
Yeah.
Now, as a couple, they may be getting there, right? She making money, he making money, and they may be getting close to that or there. But we don't have a lot of people in our communities making $90,000, $100,000 a year. Most of us are making hourly wages.
Hell yeah, 15, 20, 25 an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they're hiring for. I mean, pretty much think about it. You work at Amazon, 15, 20 bucks an hour.
Mm-hmm.
You know, post office might be paying you about 25 to 30 they doing.
Right.
Man, you know, and the thing about it is most cats is living like that. You know, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't live modestly and still have a good, and I won't say modestly, but you know, have an average income and still live a pretty good life. You know what I'm saying? You just have to know how to manage your money.
Yes, you gotta manage. You don't go buy $200 pair of sneakers every month. You know, you might save up to get that for Christmas or some shit.
Right.
You know, but
not every time they drop.
You right.
New pair of Jordans every time they drop. Yeah.
Every time they drop.
Man, please. I got the same pair of sneakers I wore back in 2000.
Right.
My husband too. He's not into, not sneakerheads. I ain't gonna lie. I get my sneakers from Walmart if they cute. It's mainly if they cute.
Yeah,
Probably saying was my, yeah, they were saying was my wife probably got.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd be like,
she
ooh,
ain't spending no money on nothing. I mean, that's why I've been blessed. I can tell you, oh man, I said, please, I had low maintenance wives both times. You know, they do not want to spend no money on nothing, like, you know, on crazy shit.
but
You buy them gold or something like that. No, take that back. We need to do this and this instead. I'm like, oh, okay,
right,
that'll
Joe,
work.
when did, because I'm not sure how old Koch's is, but you and I, we same generation, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, we read around. Yeah.
When did we start wanting to wear other people's names on our shit? You know, that was the time when we didn't do that.
it was like the mid '90s because I'm like
Yeah.
44, and I want to say when I was in high school, that's when Polo and Nautica and Tommy Hilfiger was blowing up, and then
Yeah,
the
because
Jordans
Tommy became
came out.
real big.
Kind of, I want to say right around probably when the Jordans came out, that area too. Because once the Jordans hit, like I remember being young and getting like 2 or 3 pairs, but my mind was like, you got to get all A's and all B's to get them.
And
But
they
yeah,
wasn't $200 each back then either.
but think though, they was about 100 though. They was
Yeah, they
really,
was
I mean,
high.
for the time, it was the most expensive few I ever got because I almost got a jump for them. But yeah, I think like around that Jordan era, and that's Jordan kind of led into Nike, and Nike kind of was Polo and everything. So I want to say maybe like the early '90s, '92, '93, when we became like so image concerned.
Yeah,
Which is
because I think
crazy.
about I think about high school, shoot, early '80s, or late '70s, early '80s. I mean, we didn't wear no designers. I mean, you wear no designer shit. You know, you didn't polo and all that kind of crap.
Yeah, we
Like
had
you
Lee
said, man.
jeans. Remember there was Lee jeans,
Yep, yeah, Lee.
Jordache. They had, but
You,
nobody walked around and said, "I got a pair of Jordashes." There was ugly jeans back then. Anyway, I had a pair of
yeah,
jeans that was so tough. Them motherfuckers was rough to wear. Jeans used to be
like
rough.
a little tough skin joints.
You remember
No
them
scars on them jeans.
Yeah, because man, that's some more tough skins that Sears used to sell.
Yeah, remember? You know why they made them so tough? Because people back then used to shed it. Like after I wear them, they'll go down to my little sister or even my little brother. Shit, jeans. You could jeans with jeans.
Right,
But
right,
men jeans and women jeans. Well, women and men, yeah, but boys and girls, no.
right.
You could jeans with jeans. Actually,
Yeah,
jeans were really meant for boys.
yeah, because when it came to like high school, college, you didn't, you was paying that mad tuition bill. So my parents wasn't buying me no damn fancy ass designer shit. They was paying that hefty ass college bill. I mean,
Yeah.
when I went in the Marine Corps, when I was in the Corps, and that was late, mid to late '80s. It was like, okay, people, you wearing a uniform, you doing your thing.
Yeah. And
And
we did stupid shit. And I do blame hip hop a little bit.
mhm,
Because remember when my Kango, my Adidas, and
mhm.
men
So
didn't make money
I
off of
got a
that
pair of
shit.
them joints.
The rappers are still doing that. They don't dropping these names of these designers. And then these designers become very, very popular with the black community, hip hop community, but they're not giving them no money. In
No,
fact, some of them have come out and said my shit wasn't made for black people.
exactly. That's
Well,
what
yeah,
I
that's
noticed.
what that's what well, Tommy Hilfiger back in the day kind of alluded to that, and that's what they was trying to ban. They wanted to like boycott him.
Yeah, but now he got a resurgence with black people now. But you're
Right? Yeah.
absolutely right. Like I was thinking that, like, especially with the advent of social media and how many black people had their own businesses, like why is Gucci still prevalent? Like, because Shaq got a shoe, it looked just like Jordan, but it say Shaq on it. And I asked my homeboy, I was like, would you buy some of these? He was like, hell no. I'm like, why? He was like, because they Shaqs. I'm like, but they look just like the Jordans.
Yeah, you know why they won't buy them? Because Shaq ended up selling his shoes at Kmart.
Yeah, so Kmart, but
Yeah.
it's still a black-owned company. That we were helping this man get on.
I know that's dumb as hell. And that's
Mhm.
why I make pillows and everything. I make anything you want me to make, and I'm telling people you could put whatever you want on it. Come up with your own designer tag, and they want me to put Gucci and Chanel on it.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's the
like,
one thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say that's the one thing black people love is labels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now white people want me to put their monograms on it, pictures of themselves and their children. But black people, they want me to put other people labels on it.
Gucci, Prada.
Yeah.
Hermes,
Coach.
Givenchy.
Mm-hmm.
See, that stuff is expensive. Because matter of fact, what was the basketball player that came out with the sneakers? They was like $15 or $20. It was like
Marbury.
Marbury, yeah, stuff on Marbury. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, he came out with that because he didn't want people, okay, I'm spending the whole damn paycheck. Well, I gotta rob somebody to get a pair of freaking Jordans, or
Yeah,
something
they
like that.
we clowned him about that, didn't they?
Yeah, they clowned him big time, but he laughed all the way to the bank.
But so we don't care what it looked like. We just care that we don't even care what the name sometimes. If it's expensive, for some reason we think that's the only way it's valuable.
Yeah.
I noticed if Kevin Samuels, you know why he's getting bigger and bigger? He made it to where you gotta pay him just to talk in his chat.
Yeah.
So people must think, oh, it must be worth it. They look and see how many people chatting. They're like, okay, I'm gonna pay. Our asses, if it's free, if somebody like myself come and want to give you some free information, help you out to sew or whatever, and I'm like, I'll do it for free. Then now they think it's not valuable. She must not know what she's doing.
Right. They don't know the value to them because you give it
Right.
to them for free.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to give it to them because I know we got families. We're trying to feed our family. And I enjoy doing it. But I guess I'm lowering my value because I'm not putting no money on it.
Yeah.
That's crazy though.
Yeah, but no, that's how people work on here. If you don't put a value on it, if I give you free business information or how you should do a business plan or help you with it, they expect me, yo, man, $300, okay, to do that for you. Oh, okay. They're appreciated that. If you do it for free for them, it's like, you stupid or something? Is it legitimate? Are you, is it worth it? Hey, that's why I don't call me. Don't call me.
But I'm putting it on YouTube.
Give me any free I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bob.
No, go ahead.
No. I was about to make a joke. Go ahead. I was gonna say, Joe, if you're doing any free money advice, come to me. Go ahead, Bob.
Okay. No, I was just saying that I'm showing people that I know what I'm doing by doing a video. I'm talking you through it so even children can follow. Even if they didn't have an adult, like the cooking videos, man, you know how long it take me to make them videos when I can get in that kitchen and cook a meal in 20 minutes.
Right. Step by step. I know
that shit takes my time. Like when I made the pizzas live 2 weekends ago.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
It took me like 2 hours to make a pizza that only takes 10 minutes.
Right. You got to
break
down every step.
You did it from scratch for real, though.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you had the pizza dough crust already done.
Right.
One of them bobblies or whatever you call it, and then put some sauce and then hook it. Nah, it wasn't. You did it from like ground up.
Ground up everything. I showed y'all how to make the sauce, showed y'all how to make the dough from just, easy and quick. And we gonna look, y'all we gotta pay attention to what's going on in the world right now. First of all, COVID came and it's hard to get certain things.
Right.
And then on top of that, look at the gas prices, food prices about to go up.
Yeah.
And I've been teaching y'all and from my videos how to make shit from scratch. If you got some certain things, you'll be able to make a meal no matter what. If you got flour, you're gonna be able to make meals. If you got like flavored cube, what they call them, bouillon cubes.
Yeah.
You might not be able to get your hand on some meat, but I bet you I can show you how to make a good meal that people will eat. You know what I mean? Because
they better wake up to it. It's about to get brand new out here.
And you know what's so funny? That cooking channels are the third highest paid on YouTube.
Oh, I believe it.
I didn't realize that little niche. They pay you more because you're in that little niche. So stick with it, Bob. I'm definitely trying.
I would have see, I got a lot of people who will follow me, but I stick in this area and I focus on Black people. I was trying to go towards the Black man, for you men who might not have wives and you might not, to where you could still cook for yourself. But if I wanted to get big, it wouldn't take me long. I know some of the famous cooks here on YouTube.
Okay.
Not famous like
chefs in the world, but just on YouTube. Yeah, I know what
you're talking. YouTube people. Yes, and all I got to do is hook up with one of them, and make this thing popping. But I'm focused on us.
Right.
I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing, to be honest. I'm starting to question it.
It's kind of good and bad. You're doing the right thing, but it's just a hard task.
It depends. Yeah, it's a good thing that's kind of going bad in some places.
The whole lot. You thought it was gonna be a little bit easier, huh?
Yeah.
Because
It depends,
I guess because I'm not so big, my own people who I'm making it for don't want to really support. But they'll go and support. They'll look at my video, go look at another video. They'll see that, maybe my recipe is a little different, but and they'll subscribe to them and won't subscribe to me. You know what I mean? Like,
I try to subscribe to everybody.
yeah, and I don't even understand it, because a subscription is just a click. You ain't even got to really listen and follow. But we got our Black people. We want to hurt each other.
Yeah.
And we will go. We'll hold a subscription in a minute against our own, but we'll click on any white person and subscribe just to subscribe.
Yeah. Anytime you see a Black channel, I subscribe. I subscribe to people I don't even like. Only person who I really ain't subscribed to, I want to say, is Kevin Samuels and Obsidian.
Nah,
the Manosphere folks.
Yeah. When you start dealing with the Manosphere, I think I'm not subscribed to any Manosphere ones. I don't think. Well,
see, I was even giving them my subscription to support them in that, Unless Kevin, I ain't subscribed to nobody. I gotta pay to, but unless I like what you're saying.
Right.
And listen, I still pay for cable. It's unfortunate. We pay $350 a month for cable.
Man, damn.
Yeah, you can get rid of that bill real quick.
I'm telling you, I got rid of it 10 years ago and never been happier.
Only thing you need is the internet, Netflix, and YouTube. You good?
The internet comes with it, and also the Netflix
you got the whole package.
comes with it.
You got the whole
I got
package.
Disney Plus, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got all the Paramount and all that shit that comes with it.
Yeah, because they'll wear you out with them packages. That's where the money really becomes. Because even if you get YouTube TV, which YouTube has a TV thing with the regular channels, you can just put in your zip code and it'll pop up all like 50 different channels. But it's like $75, $80 a month.
Yeah, that's
I'm
how
like, man.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta get the internet from somewhere else.
Right.
And that's high if you want the speed that I have, the gig. So that's what I'm saying. I looked around to lower the bill, and I realized that $350 I'm paying is a deal.
Okay.
Because I got the fast internet, and then I got all them channels, including Hulu, Disney Plus, Netflix, Amazon Prime come with the Prime that we pay for.
Yeah, that comes with it.
Yeah, and so yeah.
No, it's expensive, man. It's it's no joke with some of them prices with the internet. I mean, with the cable or satellite. I had DirecTV. It was like just for a basic plan. It was like $150, $175 back 10 years ago.
Yeah, see, that was high, and my deal that I have come with home phone, internet, the TV. It also comes with my home security system.
Yeah, so I had that with Comcast when I was living in Nashville. We had everything. We had all of that. I had the phone, the TV, all that stuff. Yeah, but it's not cheap. Shoot, that's like my cell phone bill. $130 a month.
Our cell phone bill is $700 a month, man.
Damn. I was crying at 300, 700 even more. And it's just me, my wife, and us with the one son is on it. And I mean, and I'm like, damn, hopefully his phone won't break, because that's usually where it becomes a killer. The newest iPhone. And I'm like, oh man,
yeah, we got like 10 devices on that account,
Okay, yeah, you got we got
I was about to say 700. Who you calling? Alien? Shit.
Clean me up, Scotty type shit.
Yeah. She's talking to the astronauts.
I got iPads and with data, so I can get on, and I have so I can get on the internet anywhere I am, even from my iPads.
Okay.
And even from my laptop. My laptop, I don't have to be home or near Wi-Fi to get on the internet.
See, you paying the cost to be the boss.
Yeah.
There it is.
We were driving from Louisiana and I was in a chat on the stream with y'all. Shit. You
Oh,
know what I mean? On my laptop. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I paid for all of that. And then I got my son, all our phones is all included, you know. And everybody got iPhones. My husband has 2 Androids still.
Yeah, I'm trying to flip a coin. Should I go Android? Continue going Android, or
Get
flip
on
over
that
to the
iPhone, man. Come on to the iPhone, family.
Yeah.
See, now the thing about it is, only thing with iPhone is it's kind of like, okay, even if I go with the 13, the 14 will be out tomorrow, and the 15 will be out the day after.
Y'all just do that too. Androids do that.
Yeah, well, that's true because I got the Samsung Note Ultra 20, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now they got the 20. I think it's the 21 or the 22 is out now, but they don't have the Note. But the daggone regular Samsung does the same thing as the Note does.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that like. Shit.
My husband has a Galaxy and a Note, you know, and I don't know what the difference is between them. He don't need them. I'm gonna be honest. My husband can have a flip phone. He probably be cool with it a little bit.
You can get them flipped. Samsung has the flip and
really
the fold.
You know that was my bad. But I think my husband, but the Note have a pen, and I don't think my husband even know it has a pen in it.
Yeah, see, I use the pen sometimes when it comes to writing stuff down.
Yeah. And then he got his watch. I bought him last Christmas, not this Christmas past. Last Christmas, I did an open box for y'all. I opened up all them Apple devices. I ended up getting a big box of new phones, new iPads, new computers.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, and I bought watches. I bought everybody either Apple Watch or the Galaxy watches for my husband.
Yeah, I remember when you did that. Yeah, because I know you was on there because would your husband get a air fryer for his mama or something?
Yeah.
He was like,
I was pissed
he was like, it was hot. He was like, yeah, he got an air fryer for his mama.
He got me. No, it was that he bought 2 air fryers.
Right.
He accidentally let them come here, both of them. And so I was like, why you got 2? And he said, 1 for you and 1 for mom. Oh, I flipped. I'm like,
yeah.
You bought me the same thing you bought your mama?
That shit was hilarious. I'm like, yo, Mr. Bomb, you might want to get out of there, man. Get out of there.
Get to the chopper.
Oh man, I was on here for like 2 hours yelling. I was like, I know he didn't buy me.
I was hot. This Negro Poppy. I'm like, oh man, that was hilarious. I'm like, man, get to the chopper, Mr. Bomb.
Always go with the money, Mr. Bob. You can't go wrong with the money. Get the money.
Thank you, man. Get on there, cashier, check or something.
Get the money.
But one of them daggone fryers got to go back.
Oh man, I was heated, man.
And yeah, you was. I remember that.
You don't buy your wife. See, when we were younger, he used to do that shit. Buy me a vacuum cleaner for my birthday. How is that for me? How is that vacuum cleaner for me? That's for the house.
Yep.
Now,
I'm like, yo, man.
Yeah, how wrong would it be if for his birthday I bought a vacuum cleaner?
Right.
And then when he said what I'm gonna do, I said it's for the house.
Do you think he just didn't know how to shop for you as a man shopping for a woman? Because I done had that kind of happen to me, and I bought a girl some perfume one time, but it was all off. She hated it. But do you think just because men don't know how to shop for women?
Yeah, y'all don't know how to shop for women.
You got to know. You got to know the woman you're dealing with, though. When it comes to certain things, like perfumes, man, it might sound good to you or look good for you, but she like, what the hell is this?
It was funny. It was like a variety pack of something, but I thought it was gonna be nice. I'm like, well, just 4 or 5 different ones. I can't go wrong with this. She was heated, boy.
Man, I don't do that. I don't do perfumes. I don't do shoes. I don't do watches. I'm like, because she gonna get upset. Chances are, because it's not it's like what I liked about it, but it's not what she liked about it.
Right. That's what you meant to do. You know, like as women, we pay attention to y'all. Even if we just date, we listen to what you're telling us, what you're interested in, and then when we buy you gifts, it has something to do with something you told us you like. But y'all don't do that to us. Y'all just see something and be like, because your you know, the commercials tell you, yeah, buy her a diamond bracelet.
Right.
And then you might give me a diamond bracelet, but I don't even fucking wear jewelry.
Right.
And if we dating and you ain't never seen me with jewelry, why would you buy it for me?
Yeah, when you buy a tennis bracelet, all of a sudden,
yeah.
It took me a while to start listening to late 20s.
No, man, I learned that game real early in the game. Just don't buy her any old damn thing.
Every gift I've purchased my husband in the 30 years of marriage, right? He still has today and used him. Because when we listen to y'all and we know, right? Like I knew he was into fishing before we even got married. So I remember when we got married, I ended up buying him a lantern. It's like when you go out and camping and things, you fire it up. You put this green canister on it, and I bought him one of them one time. One time I bought him a one of those canisters go on it where he could cook on it. It was a burner. Like I've always been centered around fishing, hunting, and guns because that's what he's into. So I can never go wrong as long as I don't buy something again, the same thing.
Right.
But for me, he'd have bought me air fryers, vacuum cleaners, shit for the house. And not until we got older did he realize, I'm telling him, like I can even tell him what I like, and he still won't get it from me. I told him I don't like roses. He's been buying me roses for almost 30 years. And I'm like, I don't like roses. In fact, maybe about 15 years ago, when he would buy it and bring it, I would just look at it and walk away. He would sit it on the table, and I would leave it there until that shit dried up.
That's cool. but I mean, you kind of saw that he was trying to be affectionate, though, right? But you was just like, it was all wrong. Huh?
I'm like, you're not listening. Okay, for 15 years, every time you bought it, I'm telling you I don't like it. Yeah. Why would you continue to do it?
And we hard-headed. We definitely hard-headed.
The commercials keep making y'all think that, oh, this is what women like. And I know that's what he's falling for, but I'm like, dude, I keep telling you. I said, buy me a plant. Rose, as soon as you cut the rose off the bush, you killed it.
Right.
All it's going to do is be there and slowly die. There's women who do like little roses. I'm just not one of them, though.
So what do you think some things a man should listen for if he's trying to buy a woman a gift? He should just listen to what she's saying? Or how should he try and find out what she likes?
Look at, like, what does she pick? If she's into makeup, then get her a gift card so she could go get her makeup from Sephora's or somewhere. If she's into, like, you just got to see what is it that you see her being into.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Your mother, if you find out your mother like going to play bingo, you can easily buy her something that deals with her going to bingo. Right, and she would love it. Even a seat cushion. You know how you go to the bingo hall and sit on them hard seats? If you bought your mother or your wife a seat cushion that she could take to bingo, she will love that shit. She will be like, oh, he knows I like going and play bingo. Like we know that if you a Cowboys fan, we know to get you a Cowboys jersey. We're not gonna buy you no Eagles jersey, though, knowing that you a Cowboys fan.
Right.
Yeah, that's usually how it works.
It's a jersey's a jersey.
I like the Knicks, but you're gonna give me a Lakers damn jersey. I mean,
when you be pissed off, you be like, I'm a whatever fan. Why would you buy me this? And that's almost what men do to women when y'all buy us something that we didn't mention, you haven't seen us wearing it. Like you may have bought a cologne or perfume, she might not even wear perfume.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, it was a certain type of, but she hated. I think it was white diamonds. I got her. She's like,
oh no! How long ago was that?
Yeah, this was when I was young. Yeah.
I wanted white diamonds because that's what is her name?
Elizabeth Taylor. I remember that because I'm like, man, it's Elizabeth Taylor. It's got to work.
Yeah, I remember. But yeah, certain women. It depends. There's so many different smells, which I didn't know because I'm not into colognes and perfumes, but I like fruity smelling colognes. And some women like more plant-based smells, like roses, things that's, and so yeah, she can hate the cologne or the perfume you purchase her because it might not be just the type she wears.
Yeah, because white diamonds is kind of florally. It's like a,
yes, I think it's floral,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's like a floral kind of smell to it.
Yeah.
That's
I like to smell like strawberries and cherries and
yeah. You smell like roses and begonias and shit. Azaleas and all kind. You be smelling. That don't worry. That's for somebody older. That's something you might get for your grandmother.
Yeah, I know now. I know now.
You see what Mike Green Eye said? He said because when you walk in a florist and they see you a male, they start to push roses on you. Yeah, because roses is expensive. But if my husband went into the florist and bought me a plant, even a little one, I would be excited because that's something I could plant and replant and watch it grow through the years. And by now, I would have been able to tell people, my husband bought me that, 30 years ago, and look how long it is. I would have it wrapping around the house, looking all pretty. But he kept buying me dead ass roses. And you know what's bad about it, Conscience? At first, he was buying me like lots of roses. Like it might be like 12 roses. Then it went down to 6 roses. And then, so I eventually told him, because those are expensive. I told him, look, I don't like roses. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like it. So then he started coming in with just one fucking rose.
He gonna make you like roses.
I guess he was saying, you said you don't like roses, so I bought you a rose.
I like that.
He started coming in with one rose and some candy and things like that. The candy heart, that heart.
Right, the chocolate. Yeah, I remember them days.
I hated them. I just started liking them because there's this white cream in them with a cherry in them.
Right.
I didn't like it. Yeah, I never liked that shit. I'm like, what the hell? I never really liked chocolate, but I definitely didn't want no chocolate filled with no white. I don't eat anything white. White sauce. Well, I didn't. Yeah, but yeah, he eventually stopped buying me roses. And rose. It took him years, yo.
We stuck in our ways.
No, man, it's like you gotta research that shit out like you're the NSA or the FBI or something. Yeah. Why? Okay, because she knows with me because she knows with me if I say, oh man, I like that Mercedes coupe such and such, she's like, don't even think about it. I know your ass. You'll be next morning. You'll be pulling up in that. I'm like, I like
Joe. We don't even know each other for real, right? But I bet you can think of something that I probably would like, just based on when you see me on camera. What do you see me wearing when I'm on camera?
Usually, I would say what do you call them, robes or lingerie type stuff.
If my husband come home with some shit like that, that's perfect. That's all I wear. I have them in different colors, different shapes, different heights, all the way down to my ankles, all the way up. If he bought me something like that, I would love it. And when I love something he buy me, he gets to get some great sex.
Hope you listening, Mr. Bob.
Yeah. That's pretty much how it works.
What's the spot? Victoria's Secret, man. You better.
You'll never go wrong, man. I'm telling you.
For me, you never go wrong. Never go wrong if it's something to sleep in, something soft and that I think is pretty. He never go wrong. Even if it was an ugly color, which to me, I bought something that looked like granny, but when I wear it don't look granny. If I don't want it to look like a granny, I'll be okay with that.
Right.
But that rose, what the hell? That shit, it's about to die.
Yep. And that's why I say lingerie you never go wrong with. Vacations, trips. Yo, baby, we going to the Cayman Islands or something like that. Oh, okay. I bet you do like we going to Italy? Italy, okay.
He used to
This trip be worth this shit.
remember back in the day, Joe, tennis bracelets was a big thing.
Yep.
And anklets. I remember having a boyfriend before I got married, and he bought me he wanted to buy me a tennis bracelet because they were hot back then. And I was like, I don't want a tennis bracelet. He's like, all women want tennis bracelets. I don't want a tennis bracelet. Just buy me an anklet. Right?
Yeah. You never go wrong with that.
Yeah. So the only jewelry that I like to wear is I'll wear a toe ring, I'll wear anklet, and I will wear a choker. Yeah. But other than that, I don't want I don't wear rings. I don't want no necklaces. I'll wear earrings. And they don't even have to be expensive. He could go and buy me some earrings from the Dollar Tree. And I'll wear them. And until they, turn colors, and then I'm gonna throw them bitches away.
Oh man.
I'm not even an expensive type of person. Like, you just gotta buy the right things that you know that I'm aware, things that I like to wear. Now, if you want to spend a couple of $100 on some earrings, I'm cool with that too. But they gotta be the right ones. My husband bought me some diamond studs. They did cost, right? And they've been in the jewelry box since he bought them for me. I said, I'm not a little girl. I like wearing hoops. I don't wear that. I don't want to wear those.
Damn.
He was confused because he figured they cost a lot of money. But I'm like, dude, what does it matter how much they cost if I don't wear it?
Yeah, I think men try and use their money a lot to please a woman. Yeah, you're really right about that.
Yeah, but you'll figure out that you don't lead with money because at the end of the day, I mean, especially if you got a good one, a good woman, she gonna look at you like you're crazy.
Right.
If you lead with money, because even like with some of these young cats out here listen to, I'm like, you lead with money. Okay, you're gonna say, well, I make 6 figures and I do this and that, and I'm driving around in this and this. And leading with money will be the death of a relationship real fast.
It will.
It would be
no matter what kind of woman, even if she likes money.
Yeah.
If you lead with money, it's not gonna be good.
It's gonna be a short relationship because the thing about it is she gonna look at you like you real shallow, you real petty, you real trifling. There's gonna be a lot of different words for you if you lead with your cash.
Yeah. You know how you could tell if a woman take you serious? If you buy something really expensive that she didn't need. And the reason if she tells you she don't, you could take that back, or because now I think you're serious. I know we're gonna get together, and we need to save that money, right? I want to buy us a house, or maybe we need to get us a car, and you just bought me a $3,000 purse.
Damn.
You bought me a $3,000 purse. We gonna take this shit back, baby. Thank you anyway, but we gonna go get the money, and I'm gonna buy me a little car with it or something,
Sure, definitely, man. Buying her a damn Birkin bag.
Man,
we need
pay that
15
much
other
for
things.
a purse. What does that purse do? It's just a purse, man. They don't got no special function, right?
Yeah,
man, a $2,000 purse do the same thing a $50 purse do.
That's right. Now I do. The only expensive purses I've gotten is from other men. Like fans of mine. One guy, he paid $1,500 for a purse. I got it somewhere in the closet. It came with a key and everything, and that was years ago. But I never asked my husband to buy me no goddamn. I'm not even gonna listen. I'll buy a purse. Back then I would have bought, because now I make them. But back then I would buy a purse if it was on sale and cost about $15 at the most. And so when this dude paid all that money, $1,400 for that goddamn purse, like I didn't ask him to buy that purse. He sent it to me. I was like, okay, thank you. The purse cost more than any amount of money I've ever had in there at one time.
I'd have sold that purse for the money.
I think that's a collector's item now. It's somewhere in one of my closets.
Nah, that's stuff like that. Unless you if you got a woman that's like that, that's into person and all that kind of stuff, you might want to run to the chopper too.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be expensive for you. So
them women buy $10,000 purses. What in the hell is you? What are you doing with a $10,000 purse?
It don't even seem like you should buy that, even if you have the money to buy that.
Right? That don't make no sense to nobody unless people just want to throw away money, and they could throw that shit towards me.
Yeah.
You ain't got to. There's nothing on that purchase that is worth that amount of money. Like, especially since I sew, right?
Mhm.
And I make purses and everything. I can make a designer purse look like a real designer purse. After buying everything, it doesn't even come up to nowhere near over $700. So why are they selling it for 10,000 plus?
That's
There's
crazy.
no gold on it. The purse isn't that big, so even if it's real leather, it's only gonna cost you a couple of hundred for the materials. So what made that purse that made, let's say, in the leather and all the zippers and all of that won't cost over, like I would put it at $500. Why are they taking a $500 purse in materials and turning it into $10,000?
Like, even if it's how much you think it would cost? Like, if it's custom made though, I mean, I'm sure it wouldn't be that much, but I'm saying, like,
yeah, I'm the one who make custom. I make custom made things, and that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you saying even with the cut? I'm thinking you're just talking about the material, but even the labor and everything, it still shouldn't be over $500. Huh?
Right, because it don't take no time to make a purse. I can make a purse. In fact, y'all saw me making a purse, but with the machine I have, I was having some issues because I didn't change my needle out. But it takes all of an hour, no more than 2 hours to make a purse. Any of them, I could make a rucksack in 2 hours. I can make a duffel bag in 2 hours. Actually, a duffel bag I can make in less than 2 hours, like an hour. That's so basic. I can make a whole wedding gown in maybe 5 hours. I make a tuxedo in 2 hours. These things are easy to make. So the custom is just, I guess it would be my time. But the most expensive thing really is the materials.
Right.
Because leather, depending on what type of leather you get, it could cost you. Right. Italian leather, that does this, and it got to be so big so it can meet, but that would probably be the most expensive thing, would be the leather. And if I got to dye the leather, like if you want a specialty color, and so I'm gonna charge you for me taking the time to dye it. But yeah, I don't see there isn't an item that's worth $10,000 in a purse, and then there'd be small purses. You know why people buy them? Because of the name, the tag.
Right.
And you could buy the fucking tag. Like I can go and buy the Louis Vuitton tag, the Gucci tag. I could buy these tags and throw them on bags. That's when you call them, when people say you got a copy.
Right.
But I wonder, white people buy copies, in case y'all didn't know, right? They don't tell you. But black people, we look at it like it's a negative. Ooh, oh, that's a copy. And what does that mean?
Yeah, you're right about that.
It's a knockoff.
Money, outrageous money for it.
Yes. I made you some pillows. Chanel don't even make motherfucking pillows. I made some pillows and put them because you wanted it, right? Chanel on it. And somebody told me it's a copy. Well, I showed you me making them. My name is not Chanel.
Thank you.
But then you know what I told them? I said Chanel don't even make pillows. In fact, Chanel don't make nothing. Chanel gets somebody in China, a manufacturing company.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a small manufacturing company. That's what I am.
Right.
Chanel hires a manufacturing company in China or in these other little small areas and pay them to make it. So what's the difference in when I make it and when they make it?
Is you black? No, let me. I want to say that. Let me.
That's the difference. I'm black.
Man, please. Everybody went over when I was in Korea. And so, you go to Korea basically to go, I was like knock off heaven over there.
Hell yeah. You know why? But because they not only, it's called knockoff when the original people who paid them to make them. See, that's why they know how to make them. They know how to make them because they the ones who really making them.
Right. You're absolutely right.
And so when I tried to explain it to the black on the panel a couple of weekends ago, I was like, dude, do you think there's somebody named Louis Vuitton making these items? Even if they're making them in-house, which they do not, it's cheaper for them to go to other countries and pay them people hardly any money to make the items. Right?
Exactly.
When
Vietnam, China, all that stuff. Yeah.
When I make something, I'm gonna make sure that it's worthy, right? Because I already know people gonna judge me. But how many of you buy a shirt from wherever you buy a shirt and you start looking at the stitching on it? You ever looked at the stitching on your shirts or pants? But black people buy from me, and the first thing they want to look at is the stitching. Ooh, I saw a stitch. The stitching didn't look like the stitching.
You said this. They look at the stitching. It is crazy. We are hard on ourselves for no reason.
They look at the insignificant stuff. It was like,
they look at the shit they don't even look at. So one woman, right? She bought a shirt from me, and no, it wasn't a shirt. I'm sorry, it was a mask. I sold her the mask, told her how much the mask was gonna be, and told her I guarantee the mask, right? I guarantee the mask as long as you follow my instructions, that mask will last, right? She got the mask and used the mask, but then called me and said she don't see no filter inside the mask. I say the filter is sewn in, right? This was the beginning of COVID. Right? Nobody else was making masks in this area. And I had fabric and materials that nobody still don't have today. Right? Because my husband in the medical field and I got my hand on it before we even knew about COVID. Anyway, so I sold the mask. She said, okay, well, you guaranteed the mask. I said, yes, I guaranteed the mask will last. She said, but I want to return it. I said, but you bought the mask. You used the mask. I said, I guaranteed the mask that there would nothing will go wrong with it. So she started looking at it and said, well, I see this strange stitching here. And I said, what do you mean strange stitching? Yeah, I see a zigzag stitch. I said, yeah, I put a zigzag stitch there for a reason. Well, I don't see no other mask out here with zigzag. I said, lady, there is nobody making masks. This was the beginning of COVID. She said, well, it was a black woman at that. Yo, white people was buying my masks left and right. Medical field, like all the hospitals were buying masks for me. And I sold her this guy. She used that mask and then tried to bring that mask back to me. I took it back from her. No, what I did was I did take it back from her though. I think I did. I can't remember because this is a while, but she was like, I don't see no filter in here. How I know there's a filter in here? I said, lady, the filter is inside the mask. Well, how I know? I said, well, I'll tell you what, because I gave her an option. I was selling masks with filter pockets and I was selling masks with sewn in filters, right? I told her, I say, I'll tell you what, take the mask and cut it. I said, if there's no filter in it, then not only, I said, you could take to the internet and everywhere you want and tell people I'm a fraud. I said, and you could bring it back to me and I'll give you your money back. I said, but if you cut into that mask and there's a filter in it, just know you just destroyed your $25 mask.
Right.
Right. And then she kept going and going. And I was just like, look, I think I did take the mask from her because I just didn't want to hear her mouth anymore. Right. But yeah, so what she had done, she had already told my daughter-in-law that her mother was in the hospital and she couldn't go without a mask. And she found out that I was selling masks. She hit me up to buy one. I told her how much they were. She said, I need a couple of masks. I told her they $25 each, and I will sell you yours for $20. Right. She then, when my daughter-in-law went to go and make the deal with her, she told my daughter-in-law that I told her I was going to sell her 3 masks for $20.
Always trying to get over, eh?
Yes. Yes. Now, I told her the mask was $25 each, and I would give you a deal, $20, right? Yeah. $20. And she tried to make it seem like I told her I'm going to sell her 3 of them for $20. My masks are $25 each. Why would I sell her 3 of them for $20? That didn't make no sense. And so she's on the phone with my daughter-in-law. So the package had 3 masks in it, and she ended up just getting 1 of them. So I told her, well, I think she was thinking I was just gonna sell them to her. Talking about the customer always right. I told my daughter-in-law, look, I told her, I said, is that what she said? I said, give her my phone number, have her call me. Right? The customer's always right, right? Is that right?
Right.
You got me fucked up. And you know what though? I always had these type of issue with black people though. White people don't look at no stitching. They're not looking.
They just pay. You right on that.
Yep, they pay. They enjoy that it's custom, right? Something that they can't find nowhere else. Nobody else gonna have it, right? Nobody else gonna have it because they the ones. They told me what they wanted. They told me what fabric, what color, everything, and I make it. That's their custom item. Black people, on the other hand, though, they looking at it and saying it don't look like the ones in the store. If you wanted one in the store, why you didn't buy the one in the store?
Right.
Because it's cheaper to buy the one in the store. I tell them all the time. So every time I realize I got a black customer, I really try to explain to them. I even warn them. I said, look, it's cheaper for you to just go to the store and buy a t-shirt. I said, because if I sell you my shirts, the custom shirts that I make, they're $50.
Yeah, you would think custom means more money, not standard.
They'll tell me, they'll look at it and say, I could have bought one of these shirts from Walmart for $20. And
you start saying exclusive. Don't say custom, say exclusive.
Oh, exclusive. Now that's good. Maybe you think black people understand that one?
Yeah, I think you might. Exclusive.
They got people walking around with like in the medical field, my husband is he's a medic, right? Mm-hmm. And he was a medic in the military, so I'm using that now, but he's in the medical field. And so he wears scrubs. And on certain days, people can wear scrubs, all kinds of scrubs now. So I got an army scrub, a Cowboys fan scrub. These things he ain't gonna never see nobody else wearing. Right.
That's a good field to get into, the medical. I seen a young lady who just started one of them lines, to a black lady who just started a medical for scrubs.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Now not only medical people are wearing scrubs, now teachers are wearing scrubs.
No, I didn't know they was wearing scrubs now.
Yeah, because they're making these tops that look nice, and and the reason the scrubs is a basic shirt. Teachers are wearing scrubs now. Not the bottoms. They're not wearing the top and the bottoms, but they're wearing the tops. Okay. Yeah, and easy to clean. They come stylish a little bit. And when the kids, especially when they're dealing with little kids, and you put paint on it and stuff like that, it's not.
They get dirty, so you ain't gonna waste no money like clothes. Right. Yeah, I dig what you're saying.
Yeah. So I'm noticing teachers buying stuff. The kitchen people, the people working in kitchens, they wear scrubs.
I was about to say, man, I work in the kitchen. I might need to get some scrubs.
Yeah.
Can you make them long sleeve? I don't want to say long arm, long sleeve.
Yeah, I can make them any way you want it. Sleeveless, long sleeves. I'm making them look like more women because women like the scrubs is usually a box shape, right?
Right.
So even the women want to look a little more feminine, but they don't make scrubs that really make them look feminine. Show up if they got a small waist, I hook them up. Make them look feminine, but it's still scrub. I make if they want the scrub hat cap to match I make that. I can listen. I'm getting ready to start making sneakers, custom sneakers.
Oh, really? Like tennis shoes or just even loafers, almost in a sense. Any
Yes,
and everything.
yes, any and
Oh, wow.
all of that. Loafers is the difference between a sneaker and loafer is the leather you use, or the leather or the vinyl you use for the top of the shoe.
Right.
My sewing machine could sew through all that shit if I just and yeah.
Oh, wow. That might be a come up right there. See, I thought you had to almost produce sneakers in a manufacturing facility, but
I
you said
am
you
a
can make.
man.
Well, no, I mean like a with the machines and everything. But I never seen them made either. So I
Yeah,
just was
I have
going
a
by the assumption it's almost like press.
yeah. The machine is when they make shoes, they sewing it on a sewing machine.
Oh, okay,
The
okay.
top part, the tongue, and all of that, that's sewn together on a sewing machine.
Well, I guess
And
so. They do got stitches. You know what? I never. Not just mention it. It is stitches.
yeah,
Oh, wow. That's
and
a good
then
idea.
they take it and put it on the bottom, whatever type of bottom that is, whether it's a hard bottom or if it's a sneaker, right? What they call it, rubber bottom.
Rubber
Yeah,
sole. Is it?
yeah, and that's really stapled on. If you take a loose, your shoes is either glued on or stapled on.
Oh, okay.
But and the way you can look is if you take all the padding inside the sneaker out, and you'll be able to see the stitch,
The stitch work.
staples. Yeah,
Oh,
you'll be
okay.
able to see staples.
So what made you get into sewing?
Well, I sold all my life. Like I took home ec as a kid, but I had aunts who sold, grandmother sold, and then I started actually learning. I didn't even know some of these things until the last maybe 5 years through YouTube. Like I didn't know you make shoes on a sewing machine. I thought I had to be in a factory, but then I found that
See, you thought the same thing.
I thought the same thing you did. That's what I'm saying. So, but I could buy those industrial sewing machines are for sale.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
How big would you say they are? Are they kind of? Because my
they have.
auntie used to have one of these sewing machines where
Mhm.
it was like almost how would I say, like a gauge at the bottom of it, and it would make the thing like spin. A
Yeah.
pedal. I'm sorry, a pedal at
Oh
the
yeah,
bottom,
pedal. Yeah,
and she would make it spin. So are they similar to like that? Those type of machines?
yeah. And they just have the like. So when I get the industrial one, right? I have it in the cart. I just keep thinking, am I gonna get into these shoes? Am I gonna get into this heavier stuff or not? But it's um it's just heavy. It comes with the table, comes with a motor, and when it sews, it goes zzz, like it's
Right.
super fast. Zip, it zip through. Or you can sew it a little slower, by taking time. But yeah, they
Yeah.
cost, but now we're talking in the thousands. Like the one that I have in the cart, I think it's 1,400. That's not that
Mhm.
bad.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
Now they got some that go up a little higher, of course, but I have sewing machines in here that cost over $1,000 already, and they just home sewing machines. Now the
Right.
difference between my home sewing machine that cost me 14 and the industrial machine that costs 14 is the home sewing machine has lots of different stitches. You could do zigzags, straights, and lettering and all kinds of things. Your industrial machine though is only going to do one stitch. So if I want if the machine is only going to do a straight stitch, I have to buy another industrial machine if I decide to do zigzag stitches.
Oh, okay. Now,
But yeah,
I don't want to sound stupid, but what's the difference between a straight and a zigzag? I mean, is it literally the name? I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory.
no. It's I understand when people ask that question. Zigzag stitches is used on stretch material.
Okay.
Right. So think of if I do a straight stitch on stretch material, right?
Uh-huh.
But when you stretch the fabric out to get in it, what you think gonna happen to the stitches?
They're gonna pop.
Right. But if I use a zigzag stitch, the zig and the zag allows the fabric, when you stretch the fabric, the zigzag turns into a straight stitch, right? Because you stretched it out.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So it allows for the stretch.
Okay. I
Yeah.
dig what you're saying.
So when on the mask, remember I told you about the mask, that lady was complaining about the stitching.
Uh-huh.
She wanted to know why she haven't seen any masks with zigzags in that area. Well, where I put the zigzag is where you put the ear loops. And guess what we do around the ear loops?
Stretch it.
We
Yeah, yeah.
stretch it. So that's what should be in that area for those of us who really know how to sew, and we're giving you a quality product. There would be zigzag stitch in there. But see, people who want you to buy their things over and over and over again, they're going to put straight stitches and hope that when you end up stretching it too far, it's
Yeah.
going to pop. And then you're going to buy another one.
I've been knotting mines up once to get too stretchy with the. Yeah, that's a good idea. But I think you should do the manosphere shoes. That'd be a good idea. Manosphere shoes.
Manosphere shoes?
Yeah, have an Obsidian line, a Kevin Samuels one, a Pookie one, a Ray Ray one.
You know what I've been working on?
What's that?
I've been working on trying to come up with something that says high value man. I can show you what I got so far. I got an H, a V, and an M, right? Because high value man is now something that you men like.
Man, that's a great. I wouldn't tell nobody else. Get that trademark. You definitely could make some money off of that. I don't care if a woman making it. I'm buying it. I could see Manosphere dudes buying that all day.
Hell yeah, putting it on your mask, throw it on your shirt, a tag or something, and I think you men to buy it. I think men to buy that shit.
They
What's going on
definitely would.
there?
I see that right now. You could have nice little a man maybe standing in the suit. Oh yeah, behind high value man. Yeah, you killed the game with that one.
Yeah, I can't trademark that or anything because unbeknownst to some of these dumb men online, I'm not gonna say his name, but he was talking about how people stole his tags and because he wrote a book and
okay.
And he was like, somebody started using the term, and he was like, but that term is mine. And he even lied and said that he trademarked it. That's not how trademarking go.
Right.
Or even register. So you go to get a trademark. It takes long. You know why it takes long? Because they start doing research.
Right.
They figure out, can you even trademark? So high value men, they've always been high value men. They got men that say I'm high value man. So they're not gonna let me trademark that. That's not something unique, right? In time, there have been men who consider themselves high value men. You've heard men say, I have throughout my life, I'm a high value man. I'm highly valued.
Right.
So now if I do the high value man and then make a picture like you were saying, together, now that could be a logo.
Yeah, I think you should do that, Bob.
Yeah, and that could be trademarked like that.
But how could he say that high value is his phrase? Or well, I guess you can since they trademark bling bling, but it seemed like that would be used way, way before Obsidian or anybody else would have used it.
Well, the reason they trademark bling bling, you notice bling bling isn't trademarked as bling.
Right.
They've been using, but bling bling was nothing we ever heard. That's nothing, even in time. You never heard nobody say bling bling.
That's true.
So that was unique. So he didn't trademark the word bling. He trademarked the term bling bling.
Let me go and trademark conscious more around.
Say it again.
I was gonna say, let me go ahead and trademark conscious more around.
I mean, you could do that, yeah. Especially the way you got it spelled and everything.
Yeah, I looked it up. It's like 200, 250. I was thinking about I was thinking about doing a little shirt line. Actually, that's where that started from, but then I got on YouTube.
And see, that's it. But if that's what you're gonna do, and that's a good, because I like the way conscious, and then I like it. And you come up with a little logo. Hey, I can make the shirts for you. I got the embroidery machine.
Okay, definitely.
I had the vinyl machine. I if you need somebody to actually create it for you, like design and everything.
Yeah, I'm definitely have to keep you in mind with that one.
Yeah, look, we can make money together.
Yes. I ain't trying to be the stingy one. I'm definitely willing to work with folks.
And let me tell you, I was thinking about it, but the manosphere men, some of them stupid. They're not business minded, right? I probably could hit up Kevin, probably do something with him, but the rest of them. So I was thinking, when the mask first came out, I was these men, if you ever go look, they selling things on their site, but it's through something called Teespring, I think. Teespring. Have you heard of it?
I don't think I have.
So what it is you go to Teespring, you put in your picture, your logo, whatever, and then you allow them to put it on T-shirts, cups, and all of that,
Oh,
and you link people to it, and when they buy the things,
they produce it and then ship it to that person. So it's almost like Shopify.
yeah,
Okay, I
and
know what you're talking about.
and you get a portion of the payment, right? But when I noticed, because I used to use them years ago, people used to buy bomb squad stuff from me years ago. Like there's so many men in around this world with my name and pictures on this shit back in the day, right? But you go there, you set it up, and you have to put a pricing on it. But they tell you the minimum price because a certain price gonna be for them.
Right.
For you to get some money, you got to make that item. Like, let's say you were selling a cup. No, not a cup. Let's say a T-shirt. Just for you to make maybe about $10 on that T-shirt, you're going to sell it for like $35.
Right.
How many people you got following you gonna go buy a T-shirt for $35 though?
That's true.
Right. And so the reason being because they want like $20 just by themselves. And you get a little, and the other portion, that's why you make the price go up. So you could get, and you might want $10 off of every shirt. Wow. So I was gonna go to, like, I was thinking about going to Angry Man because he does it. He used the Teespring. I was thinking about talking to him and say, look, I'll make your shirts and your cups and all of that for you, right? You link the people to me. Every sale you get the amount you want, and you gonna make more sales because I'm gonna lower the price for you.
Right.
Instead of them having to pay $35 for the shirt, you could sell the shirt for $25. You still gonna get the amount you want, and I'll get the other portion, which I should get, right, for making the shirt.
Yeah.
I gotta have
basically just using you basically just paying to use his likeness.
Right.
Yeah, for every shirt. Well, shit, when I blow up, we gonna do that, but when I turn into a manosphere nut, I'm coming on.
Yeah, just by what do you talk about? Because by your name, out looking at you saying that you're conscious, you could talk about all kinds of things.
Yeah, we usually try and talk about any and everything.
Yeah,
everything. Yeah, but I've been doing cooking a little bit lately to try and get a little bit more subscribers. But I literally started off with politics with this Trump guy, but he ended up quitting, so I stopped for a minute. Then I just started really coming back on. So I don't really know what I'm gonna specifically talk about, but I'm gonna try and incorporate food in it for sure.
Oh, okay. So Narrative said they need true designers and streamers to make their product. No, they make cups. That site really is just like a shirt that does mostly vinyl. They a company that does mostly vinyl, and I do have the vinyl cutting machine, and so he says that he have 27 sewing machines. What you have 27 sewing machines for?
Oof.
And he also say he has a lot pattern making material.
I think he's a designer as well too. And if anybody, I dropped your chat in the link, Bob. But if anybody has a channel in the chat, drop it so everybody can go and subscribe, please.
Oh, okay. He said he has. What you mean by pattern making materials? To make a pattern, you don't need no material. You could either use fabric, right, or you could use paper and a ruler and a pen. That's it. A pencil, a ruler, fabric, and or paper. That is pattern making material. That's it. You either make your patterns on a body, right, on one of those forms, or you make your pattern by designing it just by flat on paper. So I'm not sure what you mean pattern making materials. Like, because I just started learning how to even sew from a pattern. Before that, you just tell me what you want. I take your measurements and bam, boom, boom, and I make it. You want a shirt? You tell me you want this type of sleeves. that I know how to make that type of sleeves. I just need your measurements.
Can you make hats too?
Oh yeah, I make caps, bucket hats.
You mean like the fisherman bucket hats?
Yeah, the fisherman ones or even the dressy up ones.
Oh, really? So you could, what are those called? Not the ones with the brims, like you can make them too?
Yeah.
Like the fancy, really?
Yeah, yeah, you ain't seen some of my hats?
I never seen your hats. Like I've seen you sew before, but never no hats. Like
Yeah.
I done seen the pillows and the purse, I want to say, and I think you might have been doing like a jumpsuit, maybe.
Yeah, I done jumpsuit. I did a hat. I did a set for my grandson, but recently I just did a hat that matched with a shirt, the purse, the hat, and the mask.
Oh, okay.
And if you want the ones that the fancy men wear, right? The ones with the, you know how at the top you put the dent in the top?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing as a bucket hat, except I would stiffen it up so you could put that dent. Let me see if I can let me see if I could. Oh no, I'm not using my cam right now. Let me see if I could change it. But so you yeah, if it's a hat, it could be sewn.
Oh wow, man!
I make caps and all of it. Yes.
Okay, we about to do something for real. I know a lot of cats who like those type of rims, especially the custom made ones. So.
Oh yeah, any fabric that they want to, like they can have it could be a unusual fabric. Like that's what I'm like to do. Like when people say, "Well, I want a hat," and I've never had this happen, but a hat just using a cowboy's material, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you think of cowboys, you think of sports, but you know, I could take a fabric and make a suit out of that fabric.
Right. Damn.
It'll be something just unusual, but I can also make hats out of that fabric.
Oh yeah, that'd be perfect. Selling it right outside the game too, man.
Something different, you know what I mean? For the men who like to wear suits instead of, you know, they like to be a little more spiffy with it, but they still Cowboys or Eagles or whatever fan, right? And just have this hat that everybody will pay attention to because it's so different.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's for the flashy men, you know. The men who like to be noticed, and you know what I mean? They just like to be different. All the women also.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Wow. So you just an all around handy person, can cook, sew, give man advice.
I could cook because I had no choice but to eat.
Right. That's what my mom told me when she started teaching me how to cook. You ain't gonna never go hungry, nah.
I know that's right. And you know, my parents, what's going on, Carolyn? How you doing?
Hey, Carol.
All heart and grit and grind. How you doing, baby? Yeah, I cook, but you know, growing up and watching my mom and my dad cook. Like everybody in my family cook. I'm from Louisiana, baby. We cook. You know what I mean? Like we cook. Yeah. I wouldn't have never gained this weight if it wasn't for me leaving home. Because really, when you cook, you know what's in your food.
Yeah, exactly.
It's when you start going to McDonald's and Wendy's, and when I got grown and thought I was grown, and didn't want to be grown out here eating all this shit.
Now I'm about to date myself, but I remember going to McDonald's as a treat. Like you went to the dentist's office, or you got all A's. Like, but now you're so random. But I remember going to McDonald's when it was like a special occasion almost.
Yeah. As soon as we didn't go McDonald's when I was a kid, so I always assumed we were poor. Right. Even though we always had food, and I'm talking about good food.
Right. Shrimp on touffee. Yeah. That's one of my favorite dishes.
Yeah, the things that now as an adult, I look at and say, wow, we was eating good, right? When I was a kid, though, I used to think, why can't we get a Wendy's burger?
Right.
Because remember, I'm a kid.
Right.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm thinking we poor because we didn't go to Wendy's, and while we was eating shrimp and crabs and seafood out our ass, you know what I mean? Crawfish and all.
The mud bugs. I'm assuming you still like crawfish.
Oh yeah, I love crawfish.
Okay. Yeah. I think Cajun cuisine is one of the best.
Yeah.
if not the best, especially with all the cultures that it entails.
Yeah, our food is pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, it's a mixture of so many different other uh ethnicities.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't think people realize how like New Orleans was kind of like the New York of the South when America really started. It had everybody pretty much going down there.
yeah.
I don't think a lot of people realize that.
No, they even before, like you said, like New York and things like that.
Hmm.
The South, even during slavery, like there was a time when there wasn't slaves in the South, but it was in the rest of the nation.
Right.
So black people were free,
Right.
and you know, due to the French and stuff like that. And then they, you know, the Frenchmen and them people from Haiti and things like that came over, and everybody was just getting together. They were young and having sex and making children, and who wants to enslave their children? Yeah, it was a great place to be
Yeah. Yeah.
until it wasn't. You know, it's joining of the Union, the Louisiana Purchase, when all that stuff started happening, and that's
Yes, it seemed like New Orleans. I mean, Louisiana is full of beautiful people and a lot of history, but I think a lot of people look over it for some odd reason. But I don't know why. Like it's like I said, it's almost I won't say the birthplace, but it is the first melting pot of America for sure. For sure.
yeah. I think a lot of people don't know it. You know what I mean? Because there's a certain group of people who don't want us to know it. They want to erase a lot of that. Then because black people, at some points, we wanted to overcome some things. So we didn't speak about it. It's almost like what black people are saying today. Why you keep talking about slavery? We're not there no more. And you have to talk about the past so you can understand your history.
Yeah, and your presence. If you don't, like my granddad used to say, you don't. If you don't know where you're going, you don't know where you. I mean, if you don't know where you've been, you don't know where you're going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you don't have to bring up slavery to bash nobody over the head with it and things like that. But you do have to talk about this to our children so we can know our history, and then we'll be proud of our history. But
Yeah.
you know, even when I was a kid, we wasn't proud of our history, and I understand why, because based on the history of this country and what they taught us, we only thought that we only came here to be
As slaves, to be
right,
slaves. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
as slaves, to be slaves. And so that's the start. Not until, I'm gonna be honest, not until maybe about 10 years ago that I even learned anything about us before that.
Right.
Right. But I'm not ashamed of it, because that's how it is in the world we live in our country. They
Definitely.
wasn't teaching us nothing about world history.
Yeah.
Even when they do, they teach us lies. But you know, it was Tariq Nasheed, Hidden Colors. What is it called?
Yeah, Hidden Colors.
Yeah, it was that taught me about our history before being slaves here in America.
Right. Yeah. I was lucky. I had a lot of a couple older brothers who kind of went into college and they got pro-black on me. So when I was like 13, they was having me reading crazy stuff. So I kind of always had an understanding that we were more than slaves, but we should always appreciate where we at too. Like all the things we overcome after slavery, you know.
Right. And we have been, listen, that's the one thing we are in about black people. And I'm not saying that white people aren't the same. I just don't know. You know, but we have overcome, and we've always had it the worst.
Yeah.
When we go through issues here in the States with people not being able to get food and the crashing of markets and shit, we wasn't never getting help anyway. So just
We ready for it.
yeah, you know what I mean? We wasn't getting help anyway, so we just had to deal through it, and we went through it. You hear where white people was killing themselves, and when they lost money, and
yeah, that Great Depression. You're right, and killing their babies too. I was watching something about that with the like how heroin and cocaine used to be legal, and them white folks would get depressed and they'd just drink it and kill themselves and the baby, because you know they had in all these little elixirs and stuff like that back in the day.
Yeah,
it's very fascinating, our history.
Our history, it is. You know, even now that war on drugs crap, the shit about the marijuana, you used to be able to go in the store, right, the local store, and get marijuana on the counter, over right there.
Yeah, yeah.
It was sitting there like Tylenol is sitting today.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
And
Until
it
the
was
people that were in power didn't want it to be that way, and they made it illegal.
right.
You're absolutely right.
And you know when they make something illegal, it's so they can make money off it. You know that, right?
Yes, yes.
Because it was something that we would go spend. It was a healthy thing. You
Yeah,
go get that marijuana, and if you had problems with sleep or anxiety, which that's not how they termed it back then. But if you had a headache or this or that, this hurt, you could go and get that marijuana and take it. And then they realized that that could be a real moneymaker, so they make it illegal because black people we start growing that shit. It's shit growing in our backyards and shit
right.
where we don't have to go in the stores and buy it. So they start making it illegal. So then they can make money off it because now they're gonna sell it.
Yeah,
They
they
go,
sure is. I know in New York they just they legalized it. I think the first 100 people to get licensed had passed convicted uh drug cases. Well, I don't want to say like all drug cases, but I know marijuana for sure. So I mean, they might be trying to do the right thing, but I think the marijuana industry should really be ran by black people and owned by. That would be a perfect reparation right there.
that
But
would not.
yeah, it'd be perfect reparations. Just like give it to us, y'all. Send a lot of us to jail for it. Just give it to us for maybe a few years at least to get the money back and then open it up. But how it's looking now is going to be the people with the money because there's so many regulations in order to do that.
Yeah, that's once they start putting regulations on it, is to stop certain people and to benefit others, and you got to have money to even get benefited, which is dumb as hell, right? Um, and you got to have money to really make money in this country for real, for real. Or you got to go to somebody and beg them to help you get some money, and which mean they gonna make more money. It's almost like they just now using your idea to make money for themselves. But it is what it is. We just got to learn how to maneuver it, um, and we got to be smart about it. And
I'm sorry, I keep muting myself. Yeah, you're right about that. But it's some money. It's gonna be some money to be made with that. And I hope we can get our hands on it, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Like you said, once they start doing the regulation, it's for the people with money. And it's crazy. It's this senator. What's his name from Ohio? He got like one of the biggest marijuana companies coming out in the next few years. I can't remember.
Somebody said it's too late for that. The government is picking the winners in the marijuana industry.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I hate to say that, but I don't think they're gonna legalize it in Georgia for a few years. And I know Killer Mike, he was actually trying to get it legalized down here. He's from down here to help black people.
Yeah. Carolyn, you in Maryland? Because I saw Carolyn say that she was taught to pick crabs.
Yeah, I think she in the DMV area. I'm not sure specifically.
Yeah. So I know that I've heard, because I'm up here in Delaware, Carolyn, and I hear people in this area always talk about Maryland crabs. And so I go to Maryland to get a crab, and I'm thinking it's gonna be good crabs. Now the crab, if I catch the crab, which I do, right? My husband go on the boat, we set down my trap for me to catch some crab. But y'all don't know how to cook no crab. Y'all gotta stop lying. Y'all be lying. Now crab cake, I'll give you a little bit on the crab cake as long as it's made with real crab, which it is in y'all area because I got a lot of access to crabs. But that steaming of crabs, that's the worst thing I've ever tasted in my life.
Really?
Lord, see, y'all think that shit is good until you have what's really good. And when you have what's really good, then you start thinking, what was I thinking? Now you can't come from somewhere where we know how to perfectly cook seafood, and then you give us some dry ass shit. Now that steamed crab. So let me explain how it looks when we open a crab from where I'm from. So when we crack open that crab, it's juice inside of the crab. Nothing but flavor and juice. When I crack open y'all crab, It's dry as hell. It's dry. The meat is dry, and there's no flavor in it. Now, let me tell you how I know it's no flavor, because there's no flavor in it. There's no way for there's no there's no way for flavor to get in it. Let me tell you the trick, conscious, right? Because my husband was like, "Ooh, it's flavorful." So I go to open this shit, and I look at my hands, and I say, "Ugh, what is all this gook on my hands?"
Right.
He said, "Oh, that's the seasoning." I said, "Wait a minute. So you put the seasoning on top of the crab?"
Yeah,
He said, "Yes."
that Old Bay, right? When the Old Bay
Right.
seasoning.
Obey. I said, "But wait a minute. What do you think you're gonna do with putting the spices on top of the crab?" He says, "That's flavoring the crab." I said, "Dude, we all smart here. How in the hell are you flavoring the meat in the crab if you put it on top of the crab?"
In the shell, protected
Right.
by the shell.
Exactly, protected by the shell. You're not. But let me tell you. So he's sitting there and say, "Don't you taste it?" So I open it up. The first thing I say, "What is this shit on my hand?" And that's the spices. So of course, when I pick the meat up and eat it, then now the flavor is, but it's really on my hand.
Right.
And it's nasty and it's disgusting. Why would you eat crab that way? But see, when we eat our crab down south, though, the crab is clean. There's nothing on top of the shell. We could tell that the crab is done, it's red, and it looks bright, and everything's good. We crack open it, the juice is inside of it, which tells you that the flavor is inside it, right?
Right.
Because the spices was in that water. The onion, we put sausage and corn, we put everything inside of that water. Everything, and everything that's in that pot, you can eat, right? When you take it, when you throw everything on the table, shh, right? And then everybody sit around that table and they commence to grabbing what they want, corner the cob and all, and eating it. There's no mess on your hands, and everything has flavor in it.
No, but where you from, Bob? They do the boil though. I
Yes,
think where Carol from, they just do the crabs, right? They don't add the potatoes and the.
they can't add anything to it because all they did was steam it, and
Right.
they, you see what I'm saying? We do crab boils with everything. Everything gonna have the same flavor.
Right.
And here where I'm at, they do this shit called steaming, and it's not, and it's dry.
Yeah, they literally just steam it like almost like a. But I'm trying to think. Does New Orleans have soft? Wait, let me say this. In
Soft,
Delaware, it's soft blue shell, right?
yeah.
Or
We
yeah.
fry soft shell crabs in Louisiana too.
Oh,
Yeah. Now
okay.
that's
So,
different. Yeah, it's soft shelled, and we can fry those.
but you saying it wasn't like when you had it in the DMV area, it wasn't soft shell. It was just flavorless still.
Uh,
Yeah,
in the DMV, it was the whole shell, just
we
the same way
boil.
we do it. Yeah, but they steam it and we
Yeah,
boil
yeah,
it.
yeah. I think that boiling, it open up a little bit more. It'll open up the shell a little bit more than that steam. Because you probably but only steaming it for a few minutes, if anything. You just doing it so it cook all the way through
Yeah, and
compared to that boil.
you boil it in a short period of time too.
Okay.
So yeah, seafood is real quick to get done.
Right.
It's delicate, so it's easy. Now somebody said we boil crabs in water and the seasoning of your choice, and I'm in DC. Well, when I went to someplace in DC, and they do it here in Delaware and Philly, they steaming crabs up here. So
Okay.
you need to tell me where you went in DC where they was boiling them. And if you boiling them, then that's not what y'all say y'all do with y'all crabs in DC, but that is what we do down south though.
Right. I think I think it might be different strokes for different folks. So he probably a brother trying to. I'm pretty sure he's a brother.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's a brother, and he's saying that it's a DC way they do it in crab, but no, you in DC doing it in the way they do it down south. There's a difference, right? There's a difference because up here when they say they got the best seafood, and the south has the best seafood. The up north, Maryland has the best seafood up north as far as because that bay area where you catching them, right? Yes, that's true. But down south though, we can't even say Louisiana got the best crabs because Florida, right? We on the Gulf, right? So we got seafood in the Gulf. So you got Florida, you got Mississippi, you got Louisiana, you got Texas, everything riding on the Gulf right there. So we got lots of seafood as well. You know, me and my husband, we go out in a boat and we go out there and we fish, right? I haven't been in 2 years because COVID and shit. And I'm not going out in that cold. And when my husband go, he usually go with a group of friends. And yeah.
Okay. You used to that cold weather being from Louisiana? You used to it yet?
No, I'm not used to it yet. I've been up here 20 plus years.
It's something different, ain't it?
Yeah, I don't go outside in the winter months.
I'm from Ohio, and I knew about that growing up. That's actually one of the reasons why I left Ohio, because of the winters.
Oh man, it's even worse in Ohio, God.
Yeah, we used to get the lake effect snow. So what that turned the snow into is like slushy, like, oh, it's horrible. And then it get in your boots and your shoes, man. It's horrible. I said never again.
That's why y'all need those. Cause I always wonder, where do they need those chains on your tires to dry?
They get real bad because we right by the lake, so the lake will freeze the water coming off of it, and it just gets slushy, man. It's horrible.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because even when I moved up here, I was like, why I don't see anybody with those chains on their tires up here? And so I never seen it, even though I heard that's what people do driving through snow. Yeah. But by you just saying that it gets slushy, now that makes sense, because you need something to help you go through that slush.
To get that grip. You're absolutely right.
Okay, well, that makes sense. I've been up here in Delaware. My oldest son is 28, so 28 years.
Oh wow. You're from Delaware now. You ain't from New Orleans.
Listen, I don't go out much, and especially in the winter, I don't go out at all. That's why holding down jobs was never an option, especially in the winter months.
Right.
Like it literally hurt my bones.
Yeah, you got to prepare for it though. It's definitely something you can't take lightly. You got to be prepared for that winter game.
Yeah, man, it literally hurts your bone. Today is 29 degrees.
Yeah,
I just looked at it's 29 degrees out there.
Yes, it just turned cold back down here in Atlanta, but like last week we was in the 60s and 70s. Yeah. Like literally 2-3 days ago we was in the 60s, but today it's 30 for some odd reason. So I'm hoping it's the last little batch of cold weather.
Now we about to snow today. I think they said tonight we about to do some snowing. It'll be snowing up here. Y'all be down there hot as get. Yeah. I know in Louisiana it's probably hot. Go down there, get sunburned. Right. Me and my family, they got on planes, right? Leaving here to go to Louisiana, we got on coats and bundled up and shit. We get in Louisiana and everybody looking at us like we stupid.
And say they don't know.
Yeah, they in shorts and shit, and I'm all bundled up.
Funny, I did the opposite when I went home when I first moved down here. I went home like right around the end of the year, and I was dressed light because it was nice down here. But when I got home, it was a snowstorm. I was so cold, boy. I had to go and buy a jacket and everything. Said I got to start looking at the weather before I come home.
Yeah, that's what I do when I go down now. After that time I was bundled up, I said, well, I'm gonna look at the weather and dress accordingly, or brain clothing, the right type.
Yeah,
I bought jackets and sweat, all kinds of shit to be bundled. When down there we needed shorts.
Yeah.
It was February. It was Mardi Gras was February a few years back. I went down there and got sunburned, but it was free. We was in the middle of a snowstorm up here.
Right.
Shit.
Yeah, man, this is good. I gotta go and get my hair cut, unfortunately, but I had a great conversation with you, Bob. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes, I'm subscribed.
Yeah, I subscribed to you and I dropped your channel in the link, man. The next time I see you, I'm gonna have to come up and show some love. I appreciate you coming up.
And let me know when you go live. I should get I gotta make sure to hit the button, so and let us know so we come over and show you some love, show you some This is
Yeah,
my first time seeing you. I going live. I never see you go live before.
yeah, I kind of been keeping it on the low, trying to get myself. I mean, get my bearings right, get the show a little bit better. But yeah, I definitely will come over.
But let me tell you a trick, okay?
Mm-hmm.
When you see old boy go live and there's people over there, I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not gonna say his name.
Right.
That means people are just there because they're looking for somebody who want to go live.
Right.
So all you got to do is go live, and then the people will gravitate.
And you know what? I will say that's been one thing I see people on. I'm like, oh, they live. But a guy told me, he was like, man, it's no rules. When you want to go live, you just go live, man, and just talk.
Yeah, just go live. And like you said, like when you see me live, come over there so I can let people know, hey, this is Conscious, go check him out. And then but I think most of the people who you see rock with me, they rock with him.
Right.
And then they rock with you. And then nothing wrong with us. We share the same people, and depending on what the topic is, people make their decision where they want to sit that day. You know what I mean? I do them live streams, so even when I'm live, it's okay to go live. Don't worry about me, because people may be tired of what I'm talking about, might come over by you, and then after you done, they may come back over by me. That's how long my shit be going, 30 hours.
Yeah, I done sneeze. I done been in some streets and fell asleep, and y'all still be on it.
So never, I be telling people, no, if you decide to go do your own live and everything, don't worry about me. Anybody, don't worry about anybody. Do your own thing.
Yeah, you're right.
People will eventually, because I'm having a great conversation with you. So if it's anything like this, you're gonna have people come. People just like to have conversations.
Yes. Thank you. Got me blushing. Thank you so much, Bob.
You're welcome. Anyway, I had a great time. How y'all doing, everybody? For those who I didn't speak to, because I know not to pronounce your name, the one with the Z. How you say his name?
Zadunda, I think. I might be saying it wrong too. We just call him. I'm gonna start calling him Z1.
Z1, I like that. Z1, how you doing, Z1?
Yeah, so please go to Bob's channel and support her.
Yeah, Z1, don't come over there if you're manosphere, because you're gonna get hurt. Okay, but if you're not manosphere, it's safe. It's safe. If you're manosphere, though, we're gonna toss you around a little bit. Don't worry about it.
Just stay in the closet if you manosphere. Watch from afar.
Okay, I enjoyed myself. Y'all have a good day, everybody.
All right, appreciate you coming up.
Okay, have a good one.
Be safe. All right, y'all, man. Thank you guys for coming up. Like I said, I gotta go and get my hair cut. I'm looking like Django out here, so it's time to go and get a little fresh, I guess. But no, I might try and do something a little later. Like I said, thank you guys for coming. Y'all be safe.